All right. That's off. Turn everything off here. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull the chat up. Get my phone out of there. Okay. Chat overlay is on. Derek, you're back first again, huh? Derek, you was
Good
first.
evening, people.
Derek was first in the stream that I did earlier just to try to see how it's working. Thanks,
I got BBBY 420 first in my chat. Good evening, Doobie.
Doobie, how you doing tonight? Are you getting that? Did you get that message, Tony, from Sound Alerts? Tony Denaro, it seems your Sound Alerts browser source is offline. You seen that?
I see that. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Might be something.
I've never seen that before.
Might be something from my Twitch.
Oh, it looks like it. That's the avatar's Twitch. Yep.
If it keeps on popping up, I'll go log in and fix it.
Sounds good. Real Rugged DIY, how you doing tonight? Ape Cartel, good evening. Christian Princess is paired with us tonight. Good evening, Christian Princess. 20 million subscribers, no videos. Daryl Krager, Edward Alex, G-Man, you look, he says, Tony, what's up? Looking gangster tonight. Yes, Tony is looking sharp. Sharp.
Just
Tony,
back
what
from
kind of
New
hat is that
York.
again?
Sam, I am. Good evening, Proud Ma, Crazy K. I has GED, Silver Surfer, Blazing. What's going on, guys?
Let's see where we at. Chris NYC Hot Dog Stands. Good evening, Jason. 8 Blaze stuff. You're on us. Says Fox News is saying BBBY CFO is pumping and dumping. Is this true? According to mainstream media, yes. Let's see who else. Wesley, got to.
Yeah, you know, I want to address that really quick. According to mainstream media, which is repeating allegations of a lawsuit that was filed, right? All mainstream media is doing is repeating a lawsuit, and you can allege anything in a lawsuit.
That's right.
I mean, I could allege that Ryan Cohen had a synthetic share printer in his basement and file a lawsuit, and mainstream media could pick it up and report it. So I'm just going to go on the record and get my stance on that whole thing out of the way early. Until I see evidence and presented in court, allegations are just allegations.
Agreed. Yep. 100%. And that's why we got to address it like that, right? With everything. We got to be careful with our words here. Smith, good evening tonight. Rico Reigns. D, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining us. Joel, Geo68, Bucks03 fan. How you doing tonight? Mr. Hardstyle, Grandma Lou, Bob Cantrell, Brian Alves, Jason Kimmins, Matt says Wicked Shop.
Wicked
PHUC. It is, man. It's a nice fedora. It's really nice. I said in the chat, let me know, how much would you guys assume that hat would run you if you were to pick it up at a retail store? Brick and mortar. What do you think you'd be spending? Thomas Burns, good evening, KL. Hey, yo, Katie May, how you doing tonight? James Harris asked earlier, why do I keep breaking computers? James, it just keeps getting more and more broken as time goes on, unfortunately. It's the same computer, just keeps repeatedly breaking down. Norm says, what up, Tony and Matt? Greetings from San Diego, California. Norm, good evening. My old stomping grounds in San Diego. That's where I went to college. Everyone says, love the hat, Tony. Like the hat. Nicholas, Scott K. 40 to 70 bucks. Okay. 250, easy 275, says Nate Ross. All right.
Aaron B, good evening. Grandpa Barney, Hallie, double X, Hallie, Fear of God, 777. What's going on?
Aaliyah, Humble Servant, Fear of God 777. Floyd, good evening tonight. Dante Fuego, High Metal, Justin Lefevre. We have Trish, J Beebs is back. J Beebs, what's going on, brother? Edward Alex, Real Prince Doll, Sam I Am. Forks, we got Domainer, good evening. Sam I Am. And Looper 31, what's going on? We got right now just about 400 people in the chat. Guys, if you remember to hit the like button when you come in, that would be awesome. Thank you. Real Princess Doll says, Tony, drinking that screwball whiskey? Is that what's in your glass?
Tonight I have a little bit of bullet rye. We went out on Friday night and just about killed a bottle of Screwball whiskey.
Did you really?
Yes. Saturday was rough, let me tell you. We didn't go out till 1 a.m. and I think we were out till 4 a.m. that night. And it was a BYOB joint. A picture or two may have turned up in the Discord. I don't remember.
Okay. I didn't speak to you till late on Sunday, so I was assuming there was some nefarious things going on Saturday night. Usually
Friday
I hear
night
from you pretty
into
early, so-
Saturday.
Yes. Dino Mike, good evening. Dips Patel, Arnold Diaz, KD, we got SU Ray, Terry Sheehan, James Walsh, T Raiden, Thunderbolt, Goat, Justin, and the Cat Zone. IP and Kenny's Pool, Jennifer, KYP is back, and Jennifer back. Thank you, ladies, for helping me earlier. Seems like the $3 movies were a hit this weekend. Did we go? So, Daryl, I was trapped all weekend working on this damn house. Tony, you did get to a movie, right? This weekend?
We did not get to a movie. No.
Oh, you didn't this weekend.
No, but I was going to ask in the chat to let us know if you guys went to a movie. I saw a lot of pictures. I saw a lot of crowded movie theaters. And I also saw that nationally across all the movie chains, this was so far the busiest day of the year of 2022. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes, I did. Yep.
Puff Bear, I see that picture you sent me, you and your daughter, Amber. Great pic of you two. I like the tats too on yourself. You know, I've been thinking, in fact, we were looking as we were finishing that Screwball whiskey, we were talking about tattoos and looking at them because I was trying to talk Scarlett into getting a couple more. And I've been talking for a while about getting some, and she said no. So now I'm definitely getting some.
Okay. Gotcha. You made that loud and clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And then right after that, I'm going to the Harley shop.
Nice.
She said no motorcycles too. So I'll
Okay,
let you
one of
know.
each?
I'll let you know what I pick up.
Nice. Tendie time. How you doing tonight? Tendie time. Congratulations. I know I haven't said that in the live stream yet. I think last time you had just had the baby, maybe when we went live. What's up, guys? Thanks from the bottom of my heart. You two are the greatest. Hey, man. We appreciate you, Tendie, for all the hard work you put in. And I know you will do the right thing with that money, so I'm not worried about that.
For
I think
for
that's,
anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, I don't know about mass, but I tweeted it out and also put it on my community page. You guys probably know Tendie time, and I don't do this a whole lot, like retweet GoFundMes, but this is the guy who gets on every day for the last year and reminds you guys to do a good deed for somebody. And he needs a little help. Him and his wife just had another baby in intensive care, and I guess his wife's car is dead also. And if I know Tendie, he's not going to take the money I donated and go out and buy a 2023 minivan.
Exactly.
He's going to do something practical. So Tendie time, I hope you put that money to good use and that folks go check out your GoFundMe on our Twitter or community tab and help you out with whatever they can. I know it's tough to be able to, it's tough to ask for money, and I'm happy to be able to do something for you.
Right on. And me and Tony discussed this a little bit. We talked about this, and I heard a lot of people's opinions online and in chats and places about Tendie, trying to reach out to get help. Sometimes these things come up and you don't have time to put in applications for grants and loans and help from the government. That takes months, sometimes years to get assistance. Right now, the baby is in the NICU. You don't have, you can't wait around for paperwork to be filed with the Georgia state government because it will take you 9 months just to hear back from them. So as far as that goes, the need for immediate cash right now is understandable, and why everyone's saying, you need to apply. The man needs money immediately. And he can do all that stuff in good time, right? But that was the big thing. Tendie gets on every day and says, I hope you did a good deed today. And so pay it forward, right? And you guys have blessed us overwhelmingly with all of your support. So we're just paying it forward. Muskie Doge, good evening. Buddy Stamper, Thomas B, how you doing tonight, my friend? Zip Tat is in the house. Hammer says, saw Elvis on Saturday. Very good movie. AMC was packed. Good to know. Free Kekistan, good evening. How you doing tonight? Peter Joy 931. Rolf Crozier. Tattoos are addicting, says Humble Heart Mindful of Knowledge. Ex-husband said I could only have one. Ended up single with 7 more tats. There you go. There you go, mama.
Fear of God says covered in tats too. It is very popular in Austin, by the way.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, when I grew up, it was not really the thing, but after you live here long enough, it just becomes, everybody's got one. It doesn't get a second look here. I don't know about other parts of the country, but I'm past the age of caring anymore.
Yeah.
I do what I want.
Yeah. Yep. I'm really, really planning on getting my first one this summer. It's coming up. Not the one just ended. The one that's coming next year. We were talking tonight about the pyramids and stuff, and I saw someone in the comment that had reached out, talking about his Airbnb in Cairo. I didn't see it on the live stream, but I did catch on the replay. But speaking of that, I was thinking next summer, no matter what, I'm definitely gonna get tat, my first one. Next summer, I'm gonna wait one more year. Wait to see how this AMC thing plays out, because that might have something to determine what's gonna go on this body. Tony looks like Chichi Rodriguez. Yes. That's I was trying to think of like who is the golfer. Chichi Denaro. Uh-oh. I like Chichi Denaro. That sounds good. Diaz, how you doing tonight? Let's see. Norm, good evening. We saw Trish is in the chat. Angelina ATF, how you doing tonight? Ape Cartel, Brian C. Gustavo didn't jump, says Dr. McLovin, how you doing tonight? Christian Princess says, I don't care for tats. Nah. Yeah, I had that thought for a long time, right? I went a long time not getting any tattoos. Still don't have one yet, but I think next year is going to be my first. I'm going to put it right in between my shoulder blades, I think, on the back. Dino Mike says, double sleeves for me. Nice. I like that look. I do, honestly. I like the double sleeve look. It's kind of nice. Did Hillary push him, says Peter Joy. Geez, we're going to blame Hillary for this one? Come on, guys. From the Clinton Foundation. Lupe, how you doing tonight? Lupe, good evening. Lupe De Leon is in the house. Sleepy, CC Villa, Headstock Harem. We got a lot of peeps chat in the paired up. American Trader, good evening. Can y'all fill us in on what Phase 6 is all about, says Brad Scott. So, Brad, we went over this heavily in the last live stream. When did we do that, Tony? Wednesday night?
About 5 nights ago. You can just scroll into that live stream to where Massalorian's slide is up there. So you don't have to sit through 3 hours. Just fast forward with your mouse, and there's a slide where we go over the bullet points.
You'll see it. You can't miss it. Can't miss it. And if you want more information, I would say go back and check out some of Randall Cornett or AMC Bigham's DD videos on it. They do a great job covering it. Let's see. Everyone's saying Chi-Chi now.
Chi-Chi Denaro. Chi-Chi
yeah,
Denaro.
I like that. Yes. I like that. I do. Tony Capone. Chi-Chi's got to be it. I saw Capone. I saw who else? What's the character that Al Pacino played? Scarface. Yep. I got them all. Mitch Matter says Tony looks like he should be in the Maltese Falcon. There's a callback. There's a callback. Just the facts, ma'am. What was that show, Tony?
The Maltese Falcon.
Just the facts. No. Just the facts.
Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. I don't know. Is that Columbo?
No, it wasn't Columbo. Hold on. I almost put it in a thumbnail the other night. Just the facts. That will probably get it before I do. Dragnet.
Yeah. Been a while since I watched Dragnet.
Yeah, right. Fear of God says my ex just got my last name tattooed in the middle of her back, but her new man loves her. MC, how you doing tonight, my friend? MC, appreciate you, man. Thanks so much.
Never get a name tattooed.
No way. No way. No way. Maybe initials, not a full name. Initials you can always mess around with and change. Full name is going to be tough on anyone. Yeah, MC, thank you. Mitch Matter is saying Dragnet, Red Star 7311. How you doing tonight? Arbaglio, James Harris, Chris Kringleshaw, Greg Shepard, Todd Whittington is on the pair. Real Prince Stella, we got, right? Roseanne is in the house. Good evening, Roseanne. Duke of Wall Street, Belle Biv DeVoe. How you doing tonight?
I tried to match my flashing lights to yours, Massalorian. You switched your lights up. I thought you had blue in the background.
You want me to put it back to blue? I can do that.
No.
Okay. I worked yesterday. I worked for 4 hours putting together the main piece of the. I was gonna say it took me 4 hours yesterday to put the main piece together. That's gonna be this focal point of the room, and it looks good right now. It finally looks good. I had to order a couple different lights from Amazon. Some came like not working. I specifically bought a more expensive light because the cheap ones, some of the cheap strip lights don't last long. They got bad connections. The remotes suck. So I specifically went in and paid 3 times the normal money so I could get a really, really good strip light so I wouldn't have any issues. So I put it on, plugged it in. Can't get a good connection. I only got 3 colors out of like, whatever it's supposed to be, 11,000. Three colors were coming up. So that got delayed by like 2 days. This is what happens. These are the kind of things that happen in mass. By the way, remember a couple weeks ago you asked me, should I tell everyone about my week that I had a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I think you're probably over the pain of it by now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Tell us what happened.
All right. So a week before I officially moved in here, so Monday would have been the last week in July, the last Monday in July. That week from Monday to Monday, so right before we came into August, I had my electric scooter stolen out of the front hallway of my building. The computer smashed. My cell phone ended up at the bottom of the lake at my family reunion. My wallet was stolen, and I lost my house keys. All in 5 days. No joke. And, I wasn't looking for a pity party, so I didn't talk about it till now. I am over it now. It's been a tough swing, but I don't know if anyone would even believe that really happened, but you can ask anyone that knows me. Ask Tony. Every day it would be something new that happened. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm okay now. I'm getting over it. I can move on now, I think. Tendie time. Don't get up and start messing with stuff. It's working just fine. Okay, yeah, I know. Seriously, you touch one thing, it's like Gustavo, what's collateral damage, says Harry Parrott. They are after Cohen. Oh, you think they made a mistake? They pushed the wrong guy. Maybe from behind you couldn't tell. I could see that. Dino Mike says every time with Amazon, I swear, right? Right, Dino Mike? It's cute when guys are really passionate about things. I think we're passionate. Let's see. Liz Clayman's Whistle. Good evening tonight. Grandpa Barney, we got in the house. How you doing tonight, Grandpa? Jay Beeb says, Mass, you're a mess. I know. It should be the Massalorian. That week, at least, it could have been Massalorian for sure. For sure. That's a great name, Jay Beebs. DD says, that's true. Clean sweep. Yes. That was a clean sweep. Mass, move here to Toronto. A lot safer. I know. It's so funny because that happened literally the week I was moving out and no one knew I was leaving. So for someone to have come in and had the balls to come in with a lock snipper and steal a $1,700 scooter is just beyond me. I can't believe someone had the guts to do that, but they did. Yuka Frida, good evening. How you doing tonight, my friend? Yuka Frida's in the house. Brett Headley, how you doing tonight? Did we get IP'd? We did, right? Gotta make sure we get IP'd. I know we sometimes miss him. SU Ray, how you doing tonight? If you guys remember, hit the like when you come in. That would be great. Abe Cartel says moving to Central America after MOAS. I don't blame you. You'd be good with Tony's hat if you're going to Central America. Be paying my jack.
I'll see you down in Panama. Have you been to Panama before?
No, have you?
for
You like
about, I think we were down there for a week or 10 days or maybe 2 weeks. I forget. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, Panama. Yeah. Were you in the city or the beach or?
In the city. Yeah.
Okay. The capital, Panama City?
Went and
It's a
saw the
big city,
canal.
right?
Saw the
Yeah.
canal, ate some Panamanian food, hung out.
It's a very large metropolitan area, right?
It is.
Panama City? Yeah.
Yep.
It's very large. It's like an international. I mean, it's almost like a Vancouver or a London or for South America, right? Central America, I mean. Tendie says, dang, I've never left the continental 48. Tendie, you've never left the country, really? Wow. That's crazy, man. Bill Biv DeVoe says, Mass, that sounds like some Lynn shit. That's right. He said type stuff, but yeah, it's pretty much. It's close.
Big B says
Close,
Adam Aaron needs a security detail. Yeah, he's already on that, I can tell you.
Oh, because of what happened to the CFOs are dropping like flies. Yeah, this is worse than Game of Thrones.
You know, there's been 6 Russian energy CEOs that have kicked the bucket since January.
Oligarchs.
4 in natural gas and the other 2 in something else.
Sounds like consolidation to me.
All suicide. All suicide.
Right. Of course. All of them. Of course. Someone says after MOAS, I'm moving to a quiet part of Spain, far from all the way this BS. Says Chucatamok. I don't know what the hell that means. Yeah, I was watching something about that the other day about Spain. The way the country's set up, having Madrid and a couple other large cities in the middle and then everything else on the coast, there are all these pockets where there's this really cheap land. You can buy really cheap property if you don't mind not being, if you're like in that midway point between 2 of the major cities, like Madrid or Toledo or trying to think of some other big cities. Barcelona, yeah. So it was really interesting though. They said prices are very cheap right now. And I know it's like that all over Europe right now. All over.
We went to Spain for about a week, and we stayed in Madrid. And every day we took a train. One day down to Toledo, one day down to Granada, one day down to Sevilla. It's if you got to go stay somewhere in Spain, Madrid's a good spot.
Yeah, it's a pretty city, right?
It's a good hangout, and then there's easy train trips to go see all the sites from there.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing about their rail out there. It's so cost effective, the way they have their high-speed rail set up in Europe. I mean, imagine if our country was connected like that. We have like a couple high-speed trains. They can't finish the one in California. But I mean, we have like a couple high-speed trains. One that runs on the East Coast that goes from Maine to DC. And I think there's one that goes from New York to Chicago that also. But compared to Europe, we got nothing. Nothing. Grandpa Barney, thank you, my friend. Thanks for keeping the lights on, brother. Appreciate you. Anyone see AMC Bigham's tweet today? 55% borrow rate on APE. Yes, we did. And I also saw Mike Millspo was saying that I forget what the ticker is on the German market, but APE finished up like 16% today. Did you see that?
In Germany?
Yeah.
I didn't see that, no.
Brett says, Mass, nice shirt. I have the same one. Brett, this is what I want the tattoo to be. Spartan helmet, but I'll probably do different colors. I probably won't put the flag colors. But yeah, that's the tattoo I'm gonna put right between the shoulder blades. Nice Spartan helmet. That my mother's from that part of Greece, so a little city called Daphne, right in old Sparta. Let's see. Is Diaz slacking? No, never. Red Star 7311, how you doing tonight? Red Star says it would be awesome to find some small, cheap plots of land to invest in CHPT stations. Speaking of which, doing some driving around this weekend, I did get out a little bit. There's a lot of places right now that are setting up with stations, I noticed, charging stations. Dana says, hey, Mass, I was chatting your live stream while waiting, but I'm back now, baby. Dana, how you doing tonight? Dana's my girl in the house. Shadow Girl is here tonight. Doobie Well 420. How you doing tonight, Shadow Girl? Dr. Zeno. Market problems all solved. Yeah,
affirmative.
Affirmative.
Yep. Everything's going to be fine tomorrow. You're all good. Unless you're holding Bed Bath & Beyond, you're fucked.
Seriously. Roseanne says it's called the DAX in Germany. Thank you, Roseanne. GFM says, hey, Tony and Mass. How you doing tonight, Gia? Cancel bubble. Why would you get a tattoo? You can't even see yourself. It's not really for me, right? I know it's there. I know what it's going to look like. And I don't want something on the front of my body that you always have to look at. I mean, listen, if I end up with someone who doesn't like tattoos, at least they can, from time to time, not have to see it if it's somewhere that's hidden normally. So just like Christian Princess, probably could never get a date if I had a tattoo with her.
You don't end up with someone that doesn't like tattoos. That's just, if you got a tattoo and they don't like it, disqualified.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. If you need dating advice, let me know. I got you covered.
Okay. Thanks, T. I do. Always. Look at me. I've been single for 2 years. Clearly I do. Shadow Girl says, forgot to mention, I went to Italy. Yeah, man, I got to get out there this summer for sure. Dana says it's for me to see. That's right, Dana. As long as you can see, it's all that matters. Real style, I could let that one go. Welcome, though. Humble in the Heart says, have big angel wings on my back. Yeah, that must look really pretty, right? I'm sure it looks beautiful on you. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, Bam. I'm not getting a champ stamp, right? A tramp stamp? You go.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, right? With a Spartan helmet coming out of my ass. Oh, boy, that would be nice. Single for 2 years. BTW brand says rookie numbers. It's been all downhill since I started this channel. Backyard says, howdy, folks. How you doing tonight? Oh, man, I ended up marrying someone who didn't like tattoos. So now we're divorced, says Juicy got you crazy. Wow. How'd you get away with that while you were dating? Data says champ stamp. I like that. Jerry, good evening tonight. How you doing? Nicole, good evening. Ellie, how you doing tonight? Dino Mike, Proudman 02, Corbin Dallas, Jeff C. I just see someone saying they were from Bulgaria. Ellie says, Mass, my college boyfriend is Greek. Oh, you're originally from Bulgaria. He was high maintenance. I am not. I am nowhere close to high maintenance. No, I am not high maintenance at all. But I know a lot of Greek guys from Greece. I'm not going to say any names or family members on this channel, but a lot of them can be very high maintenance, trust me. And hopefully none of my cousins are watching.
Roseanne was asking, was I in New York? Yeah, we had a family meeting over some issues going on this weekend. I can't talk about it too much more.
Let's see. Yep, I've been single for 13 years and never looking back, says Ian. I don't know about
Massalorian,
that. That long.
What price on AMC would you get an AMC or an ape tattoo?
If we hit 4 digits, I would get an AMC tattoo.
I'm kind of at like 5,000. 5,000, I'd get a tattoo for AMC.
I'd do it for 1,000. I'd do it. With my shares, I'd do it for 1,000. Absolutely, 100%.
Hallie says, how bad is BBBY going to be? I mean, we already said it was bad. What was the last peak price that it went to? Right,
30
the day
something?
Before the 1 hour before the news hit that Ryan Cohen sold, we said to sell on my live stream.
Yep.
And then the news dropped. So
yeah.
How bad is it going to be now? Probably pretty bad. There's nobody steering the ship. No CEO, no CFO.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to be under some pressure right now, right? Definitely. Liz Clayman's Whistle says, Mass, when I get to Central Coast, California, you're going to come visit. I'm leaving next week. I would love to get out to California before the fall is over. Depends on what these stocks do the next couple of weeks. Honestly, a lot of it has to do with that, to be completely honest. If not, someone else stole your identity. Oh, Dana, about Lou? What? Was it during a live stream? I didn't ask him a question. I did make a comment saying, hey, Big Lou, thanks for the live streams. We love you, or something like that. And he did shout me back. He didn't know it was me. He just said, I said like much love from Boston or something like that, and he goes, "Oh, Boston, I go up there sometimes like the pizza, during his live streams." But yeah, that was me, Dana, just kind of trolling. I'm figuring out what trolling is now. Tony's teaching me about it. I didn't.
What? Hey, I'm not teaching you how to troll. I'm telling
No,
you
no,
how
no, no,
other
no.
people troll. Let's get
That's
that
right.
straight.
That's right.
I do not troll.
That's right.
But I am
That's right.
a good observer of people that do troll.
And do troll. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. You're right. He's not teaching me how to do it, just what it is. That's right. That's right.
Massalorian's like, wait, you mean people actually troll? Why would they do that?
I did say that earlier, right? I was like, so you're saying
You're saying
doing that
people
on
would come in my
purpose
channel and make a comment just to
rouse
cause
me?
a fuss?
I know. I'm like, I'm starting to understand this concept of trolling now. Because, like I said, Tony, I was never a social media guy before this AMC thing. I didn't have Twitter, YouTube, nothing. I mean, nothing. I didn't do social media. So this is all kind of new territory to me. Clearly, you can see how many questions I asked you about YouTube. So, and I still don't know. Mass about to upset Tony. Why is that? Why would I upset him? You guys are making me laugh hard
because of the trolling comment.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No,
yeah.
Massalorian can't upset me. I know that people are gonna take that and say, "Oh, Tony Denaro is spending his day trolling other channels,
corrupting mass, corrupting mass." Like he hasn't already been corrupted. What makes you think I'm not corrupted already? Lisa says not getting an ape tattoo may be a statue though. I see a lot of people in here saying that they would do it for 1,000. I'm with you guys on the 1,000. That would make it. That would do it for me. That would be the clincher. I wouldn't need 5. Owning the float. Good evening. Justin says Tony Denaro. Is it worth telling the viewers SOFI is giving 2% APY?
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me more, Steven. I saw a chat from Steven in the Discord about SOFI paying 2% APY, but I didn't have time to look into it, Steven. So if you want to tell us a little more in a chat, feel free. Or send me a link. Send me a link in the Discord and I'll pop it up in the chat.
So that's do you own SOFI, Tony?
I do.
Chance?
Yep, I do.
Okay.
I like SOFI for about a 5-year investment. I mean, that they got to get, obviously they need to grow and they need to become profitable. So it's not a strong recommend, but it's in the what I think could be a player in the next 5 years. So buy on the dips, in other words.
Yes, absolutely.
I have one video out on SOFI, a due diligence video.
Okay. It says it looks like Matt Barr is in the chat. Matt Bars, good evening tonight. Great career, man, by the way. Big fan. Bill Bev DeVoe says I got SOFI as well. Dean says don't overthink media trolling, too much drama. Did someone already mention BBBY? King Louis says is at 760 on the Frankfurt Exchange. No, King Louis, no one's talked about the price of BBBY yet. What is that? 760 right now on Frankfurt. This week's prediction, says Lisa. This week's predictions. We'll talk about that, Lisa, for sure. Let's see.
All right, I'm going to drop a SOFI link in the chat for their 2% APY and no account fees. Not sponsored, just but I do
just
own it. Yeah, I do have a small position, and I'm adding on the dips.
Yeah. Yep. Let's. You want to talk a little bit about? You want me to put that link up, Tony, on the screen?
I put it up.
You want me to put it up on the screen? Like, big?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just SOFI.com/banking. Might be a little safer than some of the crypto. I hope those words don't come back to haunt me.
Tom said,
uh-oh, you're freezing up, Mass. Is he frozen for you guys too? Uh-oh, we lost him. He'll be back. He'll be back. Is it true that APE is suspended in other countries, Dr. Dazzle? Some other countries are having some issues with the paperwork provided. The Sweden and Norway, but no, it's not suspended in any country. On Friday morning, it was suspended for about an hour in Germany. But I saw that it traded today, so I think there's a bit of an exaggeration going on. Tendie says, why don't you guys talk about how gullible people are thinking Terra Luna is going to run up from under a penny back to over $100? Well, Tendie, we don't like to be dream crushers.
Sorry, T, I lost you.
Yeah, you're back. That's good.
That comment before I got cut off there by this motherfucking internet. Tom, about the super chat mats. I mean, elaborate on that, brother. You're gonna have to explain to me what you're talking about. Where you at in Mass, bro? I'm in Medford. Oh, Tom, I'm from Boston, but right now I'm currently in northern Rhode Island, right on the Woonsocket border with Massachusetts, Bellingham area. Let's talk about expectations. You want to talk about expectations for this week, Tony? Because Lisa was asking about it.
Economics, yeah. Market.
Okay. Yeah, let's just talk about the market. I mean, we're on a short week.
Look, I'm thinking about a couple things. We got interest rates going to be rising the rest of this year. We got energy prices rising in Europe. Russia shutting off the pipeline. We got the euro dropped to 99 cents against the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a rough rest of the year. But we've been talking about that for what, 7 months now, to expect some market volatility and some Wall Street concerns towards the end of this year. I'm kind of curious. I think that there's going to be one more little pop before the election, and then what happens for the between November and December, the end of the year, is going to be largely dependent on how the elections turn out here in the U.S. What do you think? What are you thinking?
I mean, you know where my head is at. Let me tell you guys what I honestly think. I think that Europe is on the verge right now of some serious unrest. You can see it right now. And I think that's going to have a carryover effect to this country. I think Europe is going to really have a tough winter. I think that, as well as Tony, and we've talked about this many times, I think we will see another bullish type run sometime before the election. I would say maybe between Thanksgiving and Halloween, if I had to pick a time, as we run up towards those midterms. After the Fed does its increase, or maybe they're going to change their mind about the rate increase. Who knows what they're going to do? But if they get some pressure from the administration or from the DNC or whoever, because I just don't think that these people don't collude with each other on a daily basis. Well, probably not a daily basis, but
wait a minute. The Fed's supposed to be apolitical.
Right. Oh, right. And the FBI and everybody else, right? And the New York Post and the Washington Times. They're all supposed to be apolitical, right? But yeah, I agree with Tony. I think that and I hate to say this because I know like a lot of Europeans subscribe to this channel and love all you guys, but I think you guys are going to have a rough winter. And if you do, you can always come stay here. But no, in all seriousness, I think Europe is about to see some really wild prices, and I think we're about to see some Serious pain. I think a lot of people are going to have trouble this winter keeping their heat on. And I don't think it will be as bad in the US, but I think in Europe, you guys are going to feel it hardcore. And I think that's going to show up and reverberate across the economic world. That's my opinion. I think that the Great Reset is a real thing. They have been working on it now for years. The next big video I'm going to put out when we relaunch the channel is on the manifesto that they wrote back in the late 70s. I have a copy of it. I'm going to go over it and bring out some points about what's going on right now. And they talked about these exact things happening in the late 70s in their manifesto, and now they're coming to fruition. So I'm hanging my hat on that theory going forward. And really quick, I just want to comment one more time about my fellow Bostonian there who made a comment about the super chats. Listen, bro, I've been on here for a year and a half, a little longer. I don't even think I haven't had a month yet where I've cleared 4 figures on YouTube in 17 months.
What did someone say?
If it wasn't for super chats, huh?
What did he say?
He doesn't want me to become super chat Matt.
Oh.
We don't even pull up the super chats normally and read them because we don't want people to feel obligated. If you watch our live streams, we try to answer as many questions as possible. It doesn't matter if you donate. If you want to help out, but you have no idea the amount of money that we have put into this and how much AMC we own. And we need this thing to squeeze. We want this thing to squeeze. So not for nothing, but I still haven't recouped my losses from the equipment I had to buy to start this channel. So if it wasn't for the generosity of my subscribers out there and the people who watch me and Tony on these collabs, literally I would make $5. Tendie Time said it in the chat the other day. He goes, someone said, oh, you're making a career out of this, Mass. And I'm like, I had 5 uploads in August. I think they brought me a grand total of $36 on those 5 uploads. And what they were, how many hours did I spend on those videos? Hours.
Hey, Massalorian, have you made any headlines for being one of the top super chatters in the country?
No, not me, not me. No, Rumble's not looking to sign me to exclusive deal because of my super chat numbers. But honestly, if it wasn't for that, there would be no Massalorian channel. It couldn't exist right now, or it would just be no material. It would be just coming on here and shooting with my camera, like some of these other people walking around talking to you, driving to work.
You could just do 20 videos a day out under the light post and talk about whatever you want. You know, just make some shit up. Probably get 50,000 views. Pump about 20 of those out a day. You'd be rich.
You would. You would. Some say you could make up $250,000 a year and know nothing about Wall Street or AMC or even own it.
Hey, Massalorian, can you just rewind back to that conversation we had 20 minutes ago about people trolling you?
Yes. Are they in there right now?
Now, yes. You just bring it full circle to whoever just posted that about your super chat. Just somebody fucking with you.
Clark, how you doing tonight, my friend? Clark, good evening. Hope you say hi to Julie for us. It's ridiculous someone doesn't want you to have super chats or you have to make money or how can you keep putting... Well, we wouldn't be able to come on here and do 3 and 4 hour live streams. And that's going to pick up. My content's going to be getting more going forward, not less. The whole reason I moved to this place was so I could keep my bills to a minimum and put more time into bringing the facts and bringing the news. And we're going to be talking about a lot of different things because I think we're about to see some big changes across the globe in the next 6 to 8 months, 6 to 12 months. There's going to be plenty to talk about and plenty of BS out there to break down between AMC, the economy, geopolitics, you name it, the elections. So I'm just planning on doing more content, not less. And I just hope everyone understands that. There's no money in it if you're not getting 50,000 views a day and making 10 videos walking around Central Park. You can't make any money in YouTube. You just can't.
Thank you, James. Yeah, guys, if you want to know how much a YouTuber makes, first of all, start your own channel. Second of all, just look at Social Blade, socialblade.com. Check out all your favorites.
Look at Social Blade right now. Somebody in the chat, put up what my yearly earnings are right now, please. Someone go pull it up, please. Someone said Lou 2024. I would vote for Lou for president, just not for as AMC leader. That's all. I don't mind him if he ran for president. I just don't want him to be the most watched AMC YouTubers out there. James Walsh, thank you very much for the super chat, man. And that's not what this whole conversation was about. It had nothing to do with that. This was just plainly to tell you guys the truth about YouTube. But yeah, if someone could pull up my Social Blade numbers for this year, you guys will be blown away at how much I'm cranking in. And I saw Natsuka made a super chat. No. And I saw Natsuka made a super chat. Natsuka, thank you, man. And that's not what this is about. I just want to make sure people understand. But thank you, Natsuka. I appreciate you, man.
It says YouTube owes you $7. Someone said.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You probably owe YouTube $7.
That's probably right. I honestly, I don't know what it is right now. Let me see. I haven't looked it up in a little bit just because it doesn't really matter. It's not doing anything. My yearly is 2.5 thousand, Tony. So what's that? 250 a month? Less. That's $220 a month. Right?
I don't know. I spend $700 a month on electricity, and not counting all the Ortex and Restream and Morningstar, Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, all the, 20, 40, $50 a pop each. Come on. Until you run your own channel and try and provide real quality info, I don't want to hear any nonsense from the trolls.
So we just
but we're not doing it to make money. I mean, if we break even, that's great. We're here to provide you guys solid due diligence and no clickbait. If we wanted a clickbait channel, we could be rich.
You can voice your opinions on things. Yeah. It's all about how you go about it. What was I going to say? Damn it.
Saif says, whenever you visit Cairo, don't forget, email me. Thank you, Saif. Hope you don't go away. Egypt
that's Saif.
Is on my list. Yes. And I did watch the Great Sphinx videos, by the way, with that gentleman. Yeah, I did
Robert
watch
Smooch?
a couple of those. Yeah.
Interesting,
Is that how you
right?
say his last name? Scotch?
Yes. Interesting, right? Yeah,
it is.
Very right. Yeah. Well, where did all that rainfall come from? I mean, clearly you can tell that's what those patterns are. So the underlying structure there must have been there for centuries before the Egyptians came along and put the Sphinx on top, right? Let's see. Timmy B, how you doing tonight? Freddie says, Mash, you don't have to justify. I appreciate that, Freddie. Thank you, man. And Yuka, thank you so much. Yuka, you've just been a godsend the last couple of weeks, honestly. Thank you very much. Appreciate you taking care of me and Tony. By the way, another thing I just wanted to mention, we got an electrical bill yesterday for August, so it's our first month here full, $190. Now, granted,
that's not bad.
We did no, that's not bad. Oh my God! Compared to what I was
mine
paying?
was $700. The one I just paid was $700.
Wow. Okay.
But it was, to be fair, it was over 100 degrees every day in July. So my August bill is $700. 200 is like a normal winter bill.
Okay. Really? So you guys are paying more down there than we are up here, and you have all the oil in Texas. That makes no sense.
Yeah, but oil doesn't matter for electricity down here.
Oh, that's true, right? Because do you guys have a lot of electric heating down there and a lot of electric cooking?
No.
Or natural gas?
Natural gas. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Liz Clayman, thank you for the love. Liz Clayman, you do playing for this channel. Thank you, honey, though. Massa Pierre Pauvert, conservative populist, is running for Canadian PM. If he wins, he said he would boot out, talk down anyone connected to WEF, says Harry Parrott. Harry Parrott, is he the guy with the glasses? He looks very intelligent, short hair, that was questioning Justin Trudeau a couple of months ago about how much his family made from some of the shady business deals he had going on in Canada. Is that the same guy I'm thinking of? Almost has like a nerdy tone of voice. Social Blade, Thomas B. Social Blade's the website. You can type in the Massalorian, and it will show you exactly what I make for every video every day. You can follow it day by day to see exactly how much money I'm making. Slick Rick
Or
said
how
1 million
little.
billion. Close. What's that?
Or how little you're making.
Or how little. Right. Saif Al-Azemi. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Saif Al-Azemi. So, Saif, I saw your message in the replay the other night. I am 100%. I'm going to give you my email right now because I'm really, really planning on doing this. So I'm going to put my email in the chat, Saif. I hope that's how you pronounce your name. And
I need
thank
to
you
check
for
out
the,
this guy, Pierre. I have not heard of him.
I don't know if it's the
Pierre.
same guy that I'm thinking
I
of.
don't even know how to say that last name. My French is not that good.
For the Canadians, not that good.
No. Where is
French
Pantheon when we
Canadian.
need him?
I know. Where's Pantheon?
I saw someone say hi to him in the chat. Is he watching tonight?
Oh, did you? I didn't see his name. If I did, I would have pulled it up. I didn't see his name. Tom said he wished he could super chat me a gram. Well, that would probably keep the live going for another hour, Tom.
Steven's asking, is there
thank you very much.
arbitrage? Is there arbitrage opportunity on luxury goods in Europe? I think if you are willing to fly over there, there's definitely some opportunity to have a relatively inexpensive vacation, or maybe pick up some European goods on the cheap. Absolutely. Just don't get stuck over there with some, some new variant.
Yeah. Yep. Real quick, I'm going to say hey to Julie because I know she hasn't been in a while. Julie, I see you popping in here. How you doing, darling? Good evening. Christopher, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks very much. I definitely will get a coffee with it.
Paul Levy, they say. Paul Liev, sorry. Paul Liev. Thank you.
Paul Liev. Okay. I'm wondering if I'm the right guy there that's running for prime minister. Oh, yeah. Pantheon looks like he is in the chat. Pantheon, if you're in the chat, say what's up.
Scavenger, what's up, buddy?
Scavenger, how you doing tonight? Just saw you.
Scavenger we try and shout out folks that have YouTube channels. Scavenger's another AMC YouTuber, so check him out also.
Yep. I'm assuming Scavenger owns at least one share of AMC.
I'm assuming he owns at least one. That seems to be the threshold, right?
That's it.
If you have at least one, you can allowed to talk about it. As far as I'm concerned, you could own zero and talk about it. I mean, there's clearly some bearish channels that talk about AMC that own zero, but if we don't make rules here. We talk about what we want.
We don't. Thank you, Scavenger, for the super. Appreciate you, man. And KYP, thank you too, darling. Appreciate you. Thank you. Love you back. Love you back. Is the Conservative Party attack dog 24 the money says? It's got to be the guy I'm thinking of. He almost looks like a little tiny geek. Billy, good evening tonight. How you doing? Let's see. Pantheon. Oh, he is in here. Jack Wolf, how you doing tonight? Phil Burgess, my friend, how are you? Diaz just dropping in to say hey. Diaz, how you doing, buddy?
I had a state legislature candidate come through my neighborhood knocking on doors today, Mass.
Who was it?
I forget his name. It doesn't matter because I vote straight ticket, but he's in the wrong neighborhood and he knew it.
He was on what? Well, you're in Austin, so it's it's not gonna up in the air there. You know, they never know with Austin.
Most of the neighborhoods are the wrong neighborhood for him. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. Was he wasn't being received that well? Gotcha.
Yeah, I got that feeling. He was like, we're redistricting, and I know this is not really my target neighborhood, but I want to let people know my name. I was like, don't worry, we got you, bro. We got you.
Good.
You got all the votes in this house. I don't even need to know your name.
Straight pets and everybody. We're gonna bring them all.
Even the dead people. All of them.
Right. Gorilla Gold said Pantheon. Benzie doing important shit. Yeah, he's got a lot going on in his life. Right? So we of course we're just kidding. We just miss him being here. That's all, right? But yeah,
Julie and Birdman, special shout out and a hap tip to you too. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you both. Appreciate you both. Let's see. I'm new here, guys, says Brian. Do you guys invest in dividend stocks? Says Brian Alves.
I tell you, I have a whole video I did about 2 months ago that you want to go watch on dividend stocks. I don't own any specifically right now, but anything that you want to know without me giving you specific ones, every tool that you need to know to find the top dividend companies that meet your personal criteria is in that video. Go watch that. It's set up just for people that ask about dividend stocks. And we will be moving, once the market recovers, we will be moving some of our portfolio to dividend stocks. I'm just not trying to load up on them right now specifically. But I got a great video, I think. I might be biased. And go check that out. It's top 2022 dividend stocks or something like that.
Right on. Yeah, it's an excellent video. And same here. We have been kind of waiting to see how this thing is going to wrap up, this play, or how it's going to continue. And we're going to reassess the market after it kind of figures out where it's going to be over the next couple of days, right? We haven't seen if this is the thing is going to take any effect on the market. We haven't seen anything so far that I can tell. I think we're just seeing natural downward pressure from the Federal Reserve. But again, a lot of that's been baked into the market already. So take that with a grain of salt.
Jack is asking if I'm going to be live tomorrow. I think, yeah, I should be, Jack. Yep. As soon as I wake up.
There you go. And Brian, welcome to the community, man. Thanks for stopping in, and hope you decide to stay with us. Tom says, check executive order 13818. It's already locked up. Appreciate you guys. LOL. Have a good night. Tom, thanks very much, man. From fellow Bostonian. Appreciate you. EO 13818. That can't be. That's not 83818. 13818 EO. Hang on one second. I'm just gonna look that up just to see what the hell that is. I don't even know we had a new executive order.
Jack, yes, I did take her out Friday night. And then we finished a whole bottle of peanut butter whiskey, and we needed a day to recover. So,
okay. It's a White House press conference here, White House press release. Actually, this is it right here. This is from the December 16th of 2021. Should I put this up on the screen, Tony?
yeah.
Let's see what this says.
Thank you, Hollywood.
Hang on, let me do a screen share.
Out of AMC, but I still support you too. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Okay, we'll pull this up. Notice on the continuation of the national emergency with respect to serious human rights abuse and corruption.
Can you
heard this,
make
Tony?
the text? Can you make the text bigger? I can't read it.
Yeah, sure. Hang on. Let me blow her up. Better?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. So on December, so this is from December 16th of 2021. Says on the 20th of 2017, EO 13818, with Trump, the president declared national emergency with respect to serious human rights abuse and corruption around the world. The International Emergency Economic Powers Act, the IEEPA, took related steps to deal with the unusual and extraordinary threat to national security, foreign policy, and economy. Human rights abuse, corruption, this reason, this 20th must continue. Continuing for 1 year, the national emergency declared in Executive Order 138. Okay, so this is from December of last year. Continuing a 1 year national emergency, so until December 20th of 2022, which will be 4 months from now. In respect to serious human rights, this notice, Joseph R. Biden. So I guess we'd have to know exactly what this whole thing is about, right? This is something I have to look into, Tom, and get back to you on.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
Not at all, unfortunately. And I don't even know where to send you for someone to be able to talk to you about that. Shoot. unfortunately. Sorry, bud. But maybe we'll get back to around to it this week. We'll see if something comes up with it.
Justin N, yes, we
someone's-
finished off almost a whole bottle of Screwball. She saw it in the freezer today. She's like, "Why is there only like one shot left?" I was like,
really?
"Apparently, you don't remember Friday night."
Oh my god!
Did we? She said, "Did we go
Wow.
somewhere else? Did we go more than one place?" I was like, "No."
Oh my god! Whoa!
But we were out till 4 a.m. So
yeah, yeah, you guys are out late. Hollywood, thank you, man. Appreciate you still supporting us, even though you're out of AMC. That's unfortunate. I wish you weren't, but might be for you right now. I understand. Mastermind us send the broker list on Twitter with the same name. Thanks. Humble heart, mindful of knowledge. Thank you. Okay. If I forget, somebody remind me, please. Jack Wolf says I have paperwork to finish. See you tomorrow. Jack Wolf, have a good night. Let's see. Got hashtag save Billy. Mass, this is just dragging on, says Hoddle. Yeah, I mean, we keep talking about this short squeeze, right? And the more I sit back and think about it, the more I keep thinking to myself, for that guy to have jumped off a building the other day, things must have been really bad. And I don't know that I don't see the other guys acting like that. I mean, we know Ken Griffin's going to fight till the end. We know that all of the funds out there are not going to just hand over a short squeeze to us, right? They're going to do whatever it takes to not have to close. So I don't know why we keep moving, or why we thought this was going to be so easy that they were just going to roll over and say, "Oh, sure, yeah, wipe us out, clean us out, no problemo." I think we knew we were going to be in this fight for a while. I just didn't think we would take this long. But I was in for the long haul, I think, from the jump. And me and Tony talked about this the other day as well. We said, everyone in this play, all of our subscribers, everyone has a different situation depending on when you bought in, what price, how many shares you have. I mean, everyone has a unique individual situation that they're dealing with on a daily basis. So for us all to expect that things are just going to fly by and this is just going to be a breeze, I think was a little misleading. I think some people might have led you to believe that, and try to keep it real with you guys as much as possible on here, that we just didn't know a time or a day, right? Or a catalyst or what's going to take to send this thing over the top. So, Dana, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. Appreciate you. I said, I don't know why I couldn't make it an even number like everyone else. This is my first time, Mass. Be gentle or not. Much love, Dana. Thanks very much. Suicide sounds fishy, says rarefied tennis. Tony, what are your thoughts on the CYO, BBBY CFO?
I've known a lot of
Be
people.
honest.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I've had the misfortune of knowing people that have committed suicide, both friends in my circle and corporate folks that have gotten fired or dealing with struggles with the corporation. And my theory is not going to be as salacious as some of them out there, but I think that guy has been under a lot of stress for a year, and he was leading a company that is, as we've been saying on this channel, despite what you might hear on Twitter and Reddit, Bed Bath & Beyond is in serious trouble. Brick and mortar, lots of inventory, ordered too much inventory, entering a recessionary economy, and they're in serious trouble. So I would just guess, because I don't like to speculate, right? But he probably has some personal family issues going on. He's married. He's got 2 grown kids, but there's probably some family issues going on. And on top of that, his career is now in a shambles. Your CFO leading a company, 52 years old, that is going into bankruptcy and probably going to shut down. and he's got zero career prospects after this. He's going to lose the house in the Hamptons. He's going to lose all his friends. He's got no chance of getting another job in his industry. And I think that he's been planning this for a couple weeks. He sold the money, he sold the stock, gave it to his wife, and then he probably didn't tell anybody, but he probably thought that he knew what he was doing.
What was coming? Yeah, I don't think he wanted to dance with the music, right? That was coming. And he
I
knew
think
he was
it had
gonna
nothing
bring
to do with the
embarrassment to his family.
lawsuit. The lawsuit and what you're hearing in the news, I think, had nothing to do with it. That's all allegations that are not proven. You know, I could write a lawsuit with allegations against Ryan Cohen. It's nothing until you have proof or evidence. It's just allegations. I think he just cracked and probably had multiple stresses, and my thoughts go out to him and his family.
Yeah, me too. You never like to see that with someone.
I've seen people that, just got laid off that had an engineering job that go home and hook a pipe up to their exhaust in the garage. They're not even the leader of a company. I mean, the pressure he probably felt and how bad he felt for all these people losing their jobs and all the stores that he had to shut down is probably overwhelming.
Yeah, they had set down 100 stores, right? That was the plan, right? 100 stores?
120, I think, yeah.
120? Yeah, it's unfortunate. And there's going to be more of that coming. Get ready, guys. Brick and mortar is going the way of the dodo. Heads up. A lot of people in the chat talking about CTB on APE is 55%. Yep. We've been mentioning that. David Brown, thank you, sir. MC says the movie Wormwood. Lupe says, hey, Mass, that guy from BBBY sold 42,000 shares recently and still had about 482,000 shares left over. Yeah, you were joking earlier, right, Tony? Wasn't that what you said? You're like, oh, yeah, he wasn't planning on this. That's why he just sold 4 million shares of BBBY, right?
No, I think the shares that he sold probably were planned to give it to his family because he knew what he was going to do. The writing was on the wall, guys. I mean, he sold his shares. Ryan Cohen sold his shares. They knew what was coming, that there was going to be no saving this company.
All right. It's all over. Chris Callis, how you doing tonight? Says, was Hillary in the area? No, Chris, you're not the first person to ask that. You might be the fourth. Let's see. Puts on BBBY, says Billy. Yeah, they were asking about that earlier, right? Alex, how you doing tonight? That's not your sister-in-law, Alex, is it, Tony?
I don't see her in the chat. No.
Okay.
It'd be a blonde chick with the name Alex.
I don't think it's the same. Suicide is not a rational act, but we try to rationalize it. Very sad, says Captain Billy B's channel. Tom says, I've got something to share. Type in Trump executive order on corruption. The reason no one's heard of it is set up. Tom, I think that's the thing we just pulled up on the screen, right? Mass brother, longtime ape here from Swansea, Mass. Congratulations. Sorry. Longtime ape here from Swansea, Mass. Been holding since January 2021. That's before me, brother. Thinking about buying more if it goes to lower. If it pops up after that and I sell some, is it long-term or short-term tax? So if you've been holding since January of 2021, thinking about buying more if it goes lower, if it pops after that and I sell some, is it long-term? That's a good question. Tony, do you know the answer to that?
12 months.
I don't know, the goof.
Long-term.
Right. Okay. So if he buys more, though, it depends on when you buy.
September 5th.
Right.
September 5th, a year ago, you're in long-term. In the U.S. anyways.
Right. So he's saying here, thinking about buying more if it goes lower, if it pops after that, right? So you'd have that extra year, right? So what it would be for your 20. So when would that,
anything new,
what would that bring?
Anything new that you buy would be short-term. So like I've been buying ape. I've been buying ape in the last week or 10 days, whatever it's been, 2 weeks, August 22nd. That's going to be short-term when I sell it. But everything that I'm holding before that is long-term.
Okay. Got it. Alexandra says those things add up when your mental health is suffering. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. MC, thank you, my friend. Thank you, sir. MC, you're male, correct? Up to God, I'm right on that. I had this problem the other night. I was trying to talk to someone, and I was having the wrong gender, and just totally flipped, you know. And I felt awful. Maxie even tonight says, "Good night, guys. Do you can to search the institutions are on computer share? That surprised me. Vanguard, BlackRock, Goldman, J.P. Morgan, and other shorts. The last year I saw Ken Griffin too. So did you hear anything about that, Tony? About BlackRock and Vanguard and these? I heard some people talking about that possibly in a couple months they were all going to go fold or something like that. And I said, if BlackRock goes under, there would be civil unrest in this country like on an unprecedented level, like never seen before. BlackRock owns like 20% of the country, literally. They have their mitts everywhere. If they went down, that would be a huge problem with the national economy here in the United States. They have their mitts in so many pies, right? BlackRock.
It could be could be a catalyst, though.
Catalyst. Oh yeah, for us, yes.
I mean,
yes,
I have
100%.
no idea how over leveraged BlackRock or any of those guys are. One can only hope, right?
Yeah, I bet they are. Maybe that's who Kevin was talking about. Kevin there, Mr. Wonderful. Remember, he was talking a while about some big companies out there that he's heard rumors on are very over leveraged.
Yeah, didn't he say that was imminent? He said that was imminent like 3 months ago.
When he did an interview with say that we should soon, right? Because I know we talked about it in the video, made a big deal kind of about it because we said, well, this is a guy who knows his stuff. And if he's coming out and saying this on TV, he doesn't want to be making fun of. So he's going to come out and say some BS that they can call him on in a couple of weeks. Well, I guess we're calling you, Kevin, on your BS because we haven't seen shit yet. So who's that big person you heard about and what's going on with them? We're still waiting. MC says China is in trouble. So is Europe, MC. Both are. They're both in line. So are we. Just hasn't hit us yet. We are too. Fred O'Leary, thank you. BlackRock is deep in politics too, not just our money, says James Harris. Absolutely, James. Yep, for sure. Liz says that BlackRock owns 30% of, yeah, exactly. Between the two of them, right? That's what I thought. It was highlight that. Canuck Tide, how you doing tonight? Roger Lyon says, thanks, Tony, for the comment reply to my 13G comment. Just thought it was odd to see only one 13G on APE considering the large institutional owners of AMC. Mass, what it do, bro? Adrian, how you doing tonight, brother? How are you, my friend?
Grandma asked if I could post the link for Tendie time, so I'm going to put that in my chat real quick.
Sure. Grandpa, thank you very much. Grandpa Barney says, hey, guys, can I ask everyone to send love and prayers to Tammy? She just lost her sister. Absolutely.
Much respect, Tammy. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, Grandpa.
Thanks, Grandpa. I'm going to put this super chat up just so people can see it. Bucks fan. Good point, Bucks fan. No one's going to talk about that, right? Absolutely. They would be a company that too big to fail, right? They're one of those people that are too big to fail. Yeah. And I'm going to put that link for Tendie time up in the comments. And guys, you know, no pressure. We're not saying you do what you want. Here's the information. Me and Tony did it as a karma thing. And what comes around, guys, for showing us a lot of support. And Tendie Time's a good guy. So we're just putting up there. Putting up the link there. Sorry, Tammy. Yeah, absolutely. Prayers to your family, Tammy. Gorilla Garage says, mass UK brokers are asking the government for access to government credit accounts. Energy sector is killing them. Oh, absolutely. Not enough liquidity and looming margin calls have them scared. Hey, listen. This is another thing that me and Tony have been saying, right? This unknown catalyst that just comes up and creeps up on them and catches them by surprise. Now, I'm sure they're not totally, you know, with their head in the sand right now, but this could come fast and violent when it comes. Jeffrey Rocha, how you doing tonight? Came down to Dominican to find Lou. Just got here, but wanted to show the support. Jeffrey, have one for us and one for Lou. He is on a slow death spiral. Make sure you show him some love when you're down there. But appreciate you coming by, buddy, and I hope you're enjoying your trip there. That's nice. Man, I need a vacation, Tony, right? Tammy, you're welcome, down. If Ape Famous says if Ape starts to run and not everyone has received Ape, will AA still dilute? And if everyone has it, what do you mean by everyone has it? Oh, has received Ape. Sorry, Ape Famous. Let me read that one more time. If Ape starts to run and not everyone has received Ape, will AA still dilute? No. First of all, we have to vote on that, correct, Tony? Is that correct?
Not on dilution. We do not have to vote.
Why do I keep messing this up? What do I keep getting wrong with this? The second time I've done that. Well, I did that last week too. What am I getting messed up there?
The only vote is to convert them back to AMC shares. And I don't think that will be happening anytime soon.
No. Okay.
I think that the number of people that have not received APE is greatly exaggerated.
Do you?
It's probably less than 5%, if any, at this point. I see people saying, I still see people talking about it, but I don't think it's really that many people have not received it. People are complaining more now about, oh yeah, I got it, but I can only sell it.
Right.
But it's one of those Twitter rumors that won't die.
Right. Yeah, never gonna die, right? Yeah, you're right, T. It is.
Well, I don't know if I'm right, but you guys can tell me. I mean, who do you know that hasn't received it at this point?
Yeah, everyone in my comment section, even Belgium. I mean, Poland. I've seen everyone checking saying I got it.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that has not received it.
Yep. Let's see. Audrey in Alaska. Let's see. Have you met in person, Jason? Go. You mean me personally? I have not, Jason. No, not yet. Hopefully soon.
The only person I've met the only person I met in person from YouTube is Casey Shaw, because he happens to live here.
Right.
And a few of my subscribers that have come through Austin, and I'm happy to meet any of you guys if you're ever in town.
Oh yeah.
But
same with
Massalorian's not been down this way, and I have not been up that way since all this mess started.
Yeah, since we got intertwined with this YouTube thing.
Yeah, I am planning a road trip, and I wanted Scarlett to come along, but since she got a new job, she might have to wait for the next road trip.
Ooh, just a boys trip? Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So far, she's not on board with that plan.
No, I would assume not. I wouldn't think so. Jennifer says, excuse me, can the company recall those shares and repay? So AMC and Adam Aaron cannot do a recount, correct, T?
They cannot do a recall. Correct? Recall.
Yes. Recall. Sorry. Did I say recount?
There is no such thing as a company recall. That's like another one of those Twitter rumors that won't die. I mean, if they want to take the company private and like completely take it off of the stock market, and you get paid $9 for every share that you own, they could recall every share and take it private. But there is no company recall. No. Only lenders can do a recall. And how many lenders do you think there are? 100, 200?
A lot.
How do you get all of them to coordinate recalling when they're making money loaning them out? It's just...
Well, we've been able to coordinate.
We need to stop this whole recall nonsense. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them something like that to happen. I mean, we can't even get 10 guys on the same page to do fantasy football. And you want 200 different, you know what I mean? Like, come on. What are we talking about here? Marlene says KC is the coolest ape. KC, man, appreciate him on every morning. So are you guys, Joe says, so are you guys approach, God damn it, hold on, to pump penny stocks for $20, $30, $40,000 like other YouTubers? Joe, I don't live stream during the market, so no, that would be a negative.
First of all, you got to have an
and Tony,
email
I
that they
know.
can get a hold of you, or a Twitter, right?
Right.
But
Yep.
I get random messages on my DMs on Twitter and occasionally on email from like these Chinese ladies. Hi, I'd like to talk to you about our new crypto that we'd like to push. Yeah.
Exciting.
That's about all I get. No penny stocks, but occasionally about crypto. Yes.
Same here.
And no, I will never do any of those deals. No. And if you did and you did it on YouTube, you must disclose it or you're in violation of their sponsoring regulations on YouTube.
That's right. You have to say that you are being compensated for that. That's right. Good point, T. Roseanne says AMC did well this weekend. Yeah, Roseanne, they did excellent, which is good. Let's see. Rumor that never dies is a fact, says David Morgan. Yeah, David, I just don't know about this one. That's a good point, but
he's just saying if you
absolutely not.
If you keep repeating something often enough, it becomes a fact in some people's minds.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. What happened to? I had a. Are
you bullish or bearish on AMC this week?
Oh, I'm actually bullish on Ape this week. For some reason, I don't know. I just think Ape's gonna run this week. AMC, I think, is gonna ping pong this week, but I think Ape is gonna make up some ground on AMC. I think they're gonna get closer to each other this week. That's my opinion. Why would AMC be dead? What does that even mean? AMC is dead? AMC wasn't even dead in October of 2020 when they literally were on the verge of bankruptcy. So how could they be dead right now? The company is improving every quarter, just about. And we have one of the biggest releases of all time coming out in less than 90 days, or just about 90 days. One of the biggest releases and anticipated movies of all time.
Godspeed is asking bullish or bearish on AMC this week. I mean, that for me boils down to, are you bullish or bearish on the market? I think the market this week is going to be struggling with energy costs in Europe. So it depends on when they wake up tomorrow morning. Look at the futures, look at how the European markets and Asian markets are doing, and that'll kind of tell you how this week's going to go. And AMC, GameStop, they're going to follow. And Bed Bath & Beyond, probably not going to be a great week for them. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to wake up expecting a miracle on AMC and Ape, but I'm always hopeful.
I think they're just going to get closer together this week.
I have no short-term catalysts for these stocks. We're at the whims of the market. We're at the whims of the market until we get some good news.
That's right. Leah asked, who is Billy? Who is Billy? You want to explain who Billy is, Tony?
Billy is Ape. Billy is
Billy Ape,
a character created by Biggums, AMC Biggums.
So that hashtag flying around, Leah, for the last couple of weeks. Tony, you're looking like you're about to greet me into Jurassic Park. He does look a little bit like. Listen, we said Chi-Chi Rodriguez. I'm sticking with that. I like the Chi-Chi look. I think
also look like I might throw you off a building.
That's true. You do. Okay, you could be an assassin. That's very true. I like the look too. It looks really good. Let's see. Hoping phase 6 is some type of positive for us, says Turtle 4614. AMC Bigum's in the house. Let's go, Tony. Finally can catch a live stream. How you doing, buddy? AMC Bigums hates
What's
me. I
up,
don't know why.
Bigums?
He always comes on
We
and
need
says
to
that.
we need to
Tony.
get you on here and have a Billy talk one night, Bigums. Although we're just small potatoes now that you've been on Trey, so he probably don't want to slum it by coming on our channel.
Oh, Bigums
I'm
made it
just
onto
teasing
Trey.
you.
Nice.
I'm just teasing you. We love Bigums.
Yes. Yes. Corbin says too soon. Tony looks like he wants Sam to play it again. Play it again, Sam. DXY open with no volume at all, 0. Roseanne says, Tony, you're missing the cigar.
I know.
Yeah, we said that before we came on. We might just spark up a stove.
I got it right here, but YouTube regulations. They'll demonetize and take my $3 from the ads tonight. You still with us, Mass? We lost your audio. No audio. All right. He wants me to cover for a sec. Audio? I got you. Yeah.
You got it? Okay. All right. I need to take care of something real quick. Sorry.
Go ahead. How do I donate my spare time to Bigums? BTW wants to know. I don't know. Reach out to him on Twitter. He's probably always looking for a good helper. He looks like a famous archaeologist. Yeah, we've heard Chichi Rodriguez, Jurassic Park. What else do we hear? Michael Jackson. All right. WLDS. That is Captain Billy wants to know about WLDS. That is an IPO coming up this week. Let me pull up the info on that real quick. I was talking about that this weekend in the Discord. Wearable devices. The float's going to be 3.6 million. I do have a pre-order in for that one. It's going to cost between $520 and $720 a share. What I always say on IPOs, just to be clear, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Could go up, could go down. Don't buy IPOs if you're not a experienced investor. And if you did not get in on the pre-IPO, which is your easiest way to decrease the risk, be careful about jumping in the first 15 minutes. You don't want to, if we're able to pre-buy it at $5 and it opens at 40, I'm probably going to be selling at 40. If it opens at 15, I'm probably going to be selling at 15. On the ones that I forget about or oversleep or just miss and I don't pre-buy them, I wait. Because you guys have seen what's happened the past couple of weeks. These people jumping in and buying in the first 15 minutes when they shoot up and then they drop. They open at 40, they halt, and then they reopen 20 minutes later at $15. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that bought it at 40 and then you got to bag hold it to 15 and pray and try and average, cost average down. We don't advocate that here. If anything, we always say it's speculative and your best shot is to get in the pre-IPO. Now, the ones that we're tracking, unfortunately, they're only available on Webull. And every single one of those that I've done, I've either tripled my money or more. But there's going to be there will eventually be one that opens lower than the IPO. Or we can't get out of it fast enough. It's just, they're a crapshoot, guys. Got to be real. But if you like a little bit of gambling play, you know, put $100 in it or 500, whatever your risk tolerance is. Do not, in my opinion, not financial advice, do not be freaking putting your entire portfolio in a pre-IPO. That's just, if all the gods, both the old and the new, are on your side, you can make out like a bandit, but you could also get slaughtered. Ask me how I know. The worst IPOs I've had have been ones that I've bought in the first 15 minutes. So I just don't do that. If anything, you know, if it pops up to 40 and then drops to 15 and then rambles down to $6, I might buy it at the end of the day on the hopes in a pre-market. If I wake up at 3 a.m, it has a little run in pre-market. But even then, that's a gamble. So you guys, you can listen to whoever you want to. Everybody has their different outlook on IPOs. I have a more conservative approach, which has paid off very well. I've not lost money on a single IPO. But I've also not made $1 million on them either, because I'm not loading the boat on them. I'm not trying to make $1 million on an IPO. These are shit companies that nobody knows about with low floats, and we're taking advantage of retail euphoria over this play. That's it.
By the way, I was just kidding with you, Biggs. You know I love you, bro. I just feel like I always get the shaft when you come on. I see Tony, hey, how you doing? It's like I'm just like chopped liver on the other side of the screen here. I don't understand, but I'm just messing with you, bro. Just messing with you. Love you back.
Godspeed says, don't diamond hand an IPO. Amen. I mean, could you diamond hand one that after 10 days goes to $2,000? Hey, you could. And an asteroid could land in your backyard tomorrow too. Like the chances of that happening are very, very slim. If you want to take a shot, just wait for it to drop down to the end of the day and then buy it and hold it for a week. But don't go buy a $5 IPO at $40 and then pray that it's going to 2,000. I think that's a risky strategy. It could, but we're not going to talk about that here. That's not our strategy.
Right. Or waiting for it to come back around again till those all-time highs again, you know? Just, you know, I know a lot of guys are saying, oh, just wait, we're going to come back around and pick you up. On certain plays you can. On plays with no fundamentals, that's going to be a lot harder said than done. With AMC, we can provide you with fundamentals and reasons why it's okay to continue to hold now. With some of these other stocks, it doesn't make any sense unless you're just getting in to take some money and scalp. That's it. In, out.
I am going to be tracking the IPOs, and I will have them on the watch list so that if after a day or a week they start running, we'll try and grab it when it starts running. See, we do see that, right? After a day or two or a week, some of them just start flying, but you got to have a screener set up to flag those, and you got to be in them right away. Like trying to buy them as they're dropping, hoping they pop up. I think that is a failing strategy.
Bad strategy. And remember, you need Webull. A lot of these plays to get in early, right? If you don't have Webull, you're almost behind the 8 ball before we even get started, right? Canuck Tide says, Biggums, is the threshold list updated in the AM or PM? If APE continues to be on the list, does it force? Shit, sorry, Biggums. I didn't mean to put you in the spot, but if you can answer Canuck Tide, I know why it's on the list, but what changes?
While he's typing, I just want to make clear, I've tweeted about this a few times. Once you're on the threshold list, you're going to be on it 5 days.
5 days,
you got to have 5 days with no clearing issues before you get off of it. So you're going to see people on Twitter saying, oh, it's 3 days on the list, 4 days on the list, 5
No.
Guys, they could have fixed it in the first day. We'll still be on it 5 days. So just like calm yourselves. It's going to be okay. And it is an exciting thing to see. I mean, they're having some issues But being on the list for 5 days doesn't necessarily mean that a squeeze is imminent. It's an interesting data point you should pay attention to. But we've also seen stocks that have been on the list for 100 days and nothing, they don't squeeze.
Nothing. Right.
So just like temper your expectations. That's all I'm saying. Don't let people over excite you on stuff. It's good to know. It's a good data point to know.
Yep.
But it's not a guarantee of anything.
Just like cost to borrow, just like
cost to borrow, just like high short interest. They're all good data points. They're useful information. You might use them for some trading knowledge. You might use them to make an investment, but none of them are a guarantee.
Sorry.
Swing Trader says it takes 5 days to get put on the list. So, well, I mean, I've only read the rule like every day for the last week. I could still be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it says that you will not come off the list till you've had 5 days without a clearing issue.
Clearing issue.
You guys can check it. I've been reading it every day.
The wording's pretty consistent. I can promise you that. It hasn't changed since he implemented the rule. Promise. I can promise you that. Dana says, so Webull is the only way to buy these new IPOs pre-market. Yes, Dana. Yeah. Got to be on Webull. I think that's why one of the reasons that some of us kept our Webull accounts open, we transferred out a lot of our stuff to Fidelity, right? So we could go to the exchange, but a lot of us kept our accounts open to use it to show charts because of the efficiency of the Webull platform and the the good job that they have as far as charts goes, but also so you could do pre-market IPOs, right? So I think we talked about that many times. Said there's no reason for you to close your account. Just get your shares out, and not even that. Just going forward, get off PFOF if you can, and start buying. Let's go to the exchange, right? Solar.
One other
2K6.
One other question from Canuckitude
Yep.
about the threshold list. You could have one broker have a clearing issue on Monday, and another one have a clearing issue on Tuesday, and a third one have a clearing issue on Wednesday. All of those just like propagate how long it stays on there. It's until there's no issues with clearing of that stock for 5 days that it finally comes off.
Yep. That said, I think that's what Solar 2K was saying. What happens if there's a clearing issue within the 5 days, Tony? Okay. Isn't there a restriction, says JH, on selling pre-IPO before a certain time? No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I checked with Webull that there is no restrictions, although they did say that, and none of us that I have talked to, none of us in my Discord group have experienced this, but they did say that if you sell within 30 days, they might deprioritize you for future IPOs, but we have not noticed that. And I don't really care. I don't really care if they deprioritize me.
Yeah.
If I can make 300% in an hour,
yeah.
Do I really care if I get deprioritized next time? I mean, these are just little shit plays for me anyways. I'm not trying to buy a million of the next big Israeli tech company on Webull.
You mean I have that tech company already ready for you. Hold on, I own stock in it. What's the name of the Israeli company that's 3D printing? It's not a meme stock, but oh man, I can't think of the name of it now. Help me out, chat. What's the 3D printing company out of Israel that got some meme coverage last year a lot? A lot of people are saying in here about Webull. They like using using it for charting. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, let's see. April run when... Oh, okay. April run when more shares are needed. Watch and see. I agree with you, Kokomo Joe. I do. I agree with you.
April run when?
when shares are needed, watch and see when shares are needed. I think it's gonna honestly. I think it's gonna run as we get just getting closer to AMC's price. I think it just those naturally. I think those two things are gonna come closer together as we go down the road.
I'm gonna stick by my prediction that AMC and APE are gonna come closer and closer to price parity. It might take a few weeks, but that is what I think, and that is why I'm still buying APE right now. Same company, same financials.
Yeah, did we both say that, or am I just taking that off your sentiment? I can't remember now.
I don't know. I mean, we've been talking about it for a month now.
I know. That's true. That's right.
And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, we'll find out. Y'all can come back and laugh at me in a couple months.
Right. Me too.
Good night, Tendie time.
Yeah, Tendie, have a good night. Old Doge, have a good night. If you guys remember to smack that like button on the way out, that would be great. Christian Princess said I did mention it earlier. Okay. Good to know. Pam is in a relationship with someone else, Leah. I am currently single, so don't let Dana fool you. She's happily married. She ain't looking for the Massalorian anywhere. Ape supports AMC, not the other way around, says Kokomo Joe. What are your thoughts about that, T?
I think that Adam Aaron needed some ability to pay off the debt, and we clearly weren't going to give it to him. So they found the end workaround. And now he has that in his back pocket. So it is going to be, as he said, the currency for the company to pay off the debt. I mean, what are you going to do? We own a stock that has $5 billion in debt coming due between 2023 and 2029. That is a fact. And a year and a half now has gone by without a squeeze to the point that people wanted. So you're either on board for him paying off the debt or you're not. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Right. Yeah.
But
we all know
Ape is the way for the company to pay off the debt. I hope that he does the eventual dilution that is coming in some sort of run up. From what I don't know, he doesn't need to do it anytime soon. They don't have any debt coming due till middle of next year. So I'm not expecting any dilution anytime soon. I would be surprised if there's any shares issued anytime soon in the next 6 months. But it is what it is, guys. They've got $5 billion in debt that they got to pay off at some point.
Let's game plan this thing. If you knew, let's say right now we were Adam Aaron. We know we have a good idea of what third quarter numbers are going to look like maybe by now. We're definitely starting to get an idea that third quarter is not going to be as good as fourth quarter should be. When might you see your stock run? So when would you start to try to put them on the when would you try to cash in on them? What?
I think after they have a great Q4 earnings and the price starts moving up. I've said around April of next year. If they've got the debt due, the 2023 debt due in June, and they get that Q1 report out, and the stock starts moving sometime around April, would be a good time to do a little bit of dilution, enough to pay off the 2023 debt. There's no need to dilute all of it. They don't need They don't need to pay off all the debt. They just need to pay off what is coming due. That's what I would do if I was in the executive suite. But they're not paying me for that advice, so that's just my guess.
That's right. Speaking of which, there's a good possibility that the spring and Memorial Day weekend movie slate, combined with the earnings from Q4 of 2022, which will include the Black Panther and Avatar movies, So we will have those earnings coming in April, as well as the Memorial Day slate for movies, which is, I think there's 2 huge movies coming out next year in the spring. So combine those things together and you have all the right, if you combine that with short interest and cost to borrow and all those things are all nice at that time, then it would be a perfect time for Adam Aaron to drop shares. Not anything before that.
G-Man
Damn,
says,
you
damn, you guys
see
see this taken to,
yeah.
do you guys see this taken to
April.
around April? I've made no secret about it. And the trolls love to comment. Oh, Tony Denaro was saying this is going to be a long-term play. He wants to talk about AMC for another year. No, I really don't. If it would squeeze tomorrow, that would be great with me. Thank you very much, Adam Aaron. But I'm going to be real with you guys so that you have the right expectations. Right now, I don't see any short-term catalyst on the horizon. So I am in it. I did not get in this play for a fundamentals, right? The fundamentals sucked in May of last year when I started buying.
Real bad.
But I'm in this play now and the fundamentals are improving. And so let's call it what it is. You're either on board for that or you're not. You're on board for a company that's going to take some time to fix the financials and get out of debt. And you can hope for a catalyst and maybe one will happen. That would be awesome. But if you are expecting, based on all the YouTube clickbaiters, that something's going to happen next week, well, I'm not going to talk about that here because I don't know anything that's going to make it pop next week. I'm sorry. But I'm fine. Right. Most of my plays are 5-year plays. I'm fine if this one takes a little bit of time. If you're not, you might want to look at something else.
Right. Yep.
And that's
Leah
not because
are you
that's not because I want to keep you here for the next year. I'm not going to
No.
clickbait you with a bunch of shit. I'm just going to give you the real talk. It's going to take some patience.
Yep. Leah is asking about Pantheon. Is he okay? If you're asking for, is Pantheon a ape? Yes, absolutely. I think me and Tony would throw our support behind Pantheon. Leah, if you're going to check out Pantheon's channel, he's got my thumbs up. I think Tony's too. I think we need fanny packs that say Denaro Ape. Denaro Ape. Said Angelina. Someone should create an account for AA's pants, says A. Romero. Oh boy.
Adam Aaron's iron pants.
Yeah, what was he, by the way, what was he wearing that day? I remember the picture. Was he in a suit, an actual suit?
I think he had on khaki pants and a blazer. I can't recall. I have to go back and look at the picture. The picture's on my... No, I don't think I put the picture on Twitter. KC Shaw might have.
Oh, maybe that's who it was.
But he looked like he had just driven down from Kansas City.
Oh, yeah. He did. He looked like he sitting in the car for a while or a tour bus or something, a limo.
Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong. He might have flown. I don't know. I don't think he's trying to be like a Wall Street, What's a good brand of suit that Wall Street people wear?
Brioni.
Okay.
Brioni. Yeah. Brioni's, I mean, like,
he's not trying to look like that.
No. Okay. It would probably go good with your hat tee, a Brioni suit. Billy says I'd buy a Tony Denaro Massalorian fanny pack. Massalorian's got to get shirts and out before we get fanny packs. I'm still working on shirts and pint glasses for my moderators.
I'm gonna have some shot glass giveaways. We're not selling any merch here. Not anytime soon, anyways. But I am looking for a good shot glass vendor.
Oh, I got you.
I got giveaways.
I got you on someone with shot glasses, by the way. I meant to tell you earlier. But we got to talk after. Joseph Perezzi says, hello, Tony Massalorian. I think AMC will run to numbers to incite people to sell. In the meantime, Ape stays down. Then most will sell. They will short it again. And don't allow Ape to run to pay debt. They could run up the price on Ape to try to get people to get out. Absolutely. For sure. For sure. Doc Zeno says, I live pretty close to AMC headquarters in Leawood, Kansas. Been here a long time. Are you down in Kansas, Doc? I didn't know that. I love that large numbers can talk. All the hedge funds work together. We saw that when Melvin got bailed up by Citadel, right? These guys are all they're all in the same boat.
If you watch Billions, you know that they're all like in bed with each other, right?
Billions? Yeah, good show, huh? Do you watch Billions?
Yeah,
I think it's a great
love that show.
Yeah. Yeah. The main actor there is awesome. That redhead guy, he's really good. He's good in everything he's been in, pretty much. Just watched the Lou vid. This guy is all over the map. She says Texas Heat. He's all over the map again. Can't even believe what he might be saying about tomorrow.
You're just now figuring that out?
I know. I realized today that it was a year ago that he walked into the AMC theater to say that it was a dead business model. That was 1 year ago.
I wonder how he felt about all the photos going around on Twitter this weekend. Lines out the doors.
Out the door. I know. Roasted Caffeine says, don't sell ape. Tony needs a zoot suit. What's a zoot suit? I don't know what that is. By the way, about Pantheon, just so you guys know, Pantheon's very busy outside of YouTube. So if you haven't seen him in a while, I would rest assured that he's extremely busy taking care of stuff on the other end here. I would assume.
I still see him in Discords and chats, so he's still around. But YouTube
good.
Takes a fair amount of time. He's probably got other stuff in his personal life going on.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do a video, guys, I've been working on a video for 3 days now. Now, granted, I have some computer issues. It's taking me a lot longer, but 3 days. When it's done, hopefully it's worth it, but 3 days. Let's see. Overboard Entertainment says, and no kidding, theaters were packed this weekend. Yeah, I mean, that's not a joke. The theaters were packed this weekend. People were out the doors. I saw the pictures. King Louis says, hedge funds are effed. They need ape, so they will need to run this up. If they do, AA will knock out a chunk of debt, double-edged sword. Yeah, I mean, that's the pounds we need, right? King Louis, that's the pounds we've been talking about. Mariska Hargitay is the daughter of Jane Mansfield. Did you know that, Tony?
No.
I don't even know who Mariska Hargitay is. Who is that, Liz?
Someone said where did that Pantheon has from? Pantheon has a lot of kids. Have you ever heard him talk about kids?
Not once. Never. No. I don't believe Pantheon has any children.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he has kids. Yeah. I don't know.
I could be wrong, but I don't believe so. Pantheon, if you're in the chat, pipe in. Solar 2K6 says, Lou is flailing and spewing complete nonsense. Should change the name of the channel to Lou on Crack.
My life has been a lot better. My life has been a lot better since I stopped watching clickbait channels.
Yes. Yes, that's true. I stopped watching Ticker every day. That's making my life a lot better too. Zoot suits are from the... Gotcha. I don't have any AMC anywhere near me. The closest over 200 miles away. CC, where are you? That's far. Where are you, CC? She plays on CSI Special Crimes. Oh, SCU? Okay. Diaz says that's FUD. Law and Order. Her name is a greeting in the Love Guru, says JH. Is it? Will Avatar be the biggest grossing movie of all time, beating out the first one? You would have to assume Texas Heat, right? Unless there is something, whether it be pandemic related or something like that, and I hate even bringing that up, but we have to talk about it because, 2 weeks to flatten the curve turned into 2 years to flatten the middle class, right? So, we got to talk about it. Let's see.
That would be my main concern for AMC.
What's that?
If there was another,
yeah,
yeah,
and not something like Monkey that's very specific.
No,
if it's something that's very easily passed, yes.
If you start seeing, millions of people getting sick in China, well, I might reconsider all of my investments in the United States.
Yeah, seriously.
Just like 2020.
Yeah. The Vastic says, Texas Seed, I don't see how the entire Marvel universe happened in between the two films. You don't see how it could be the highest grossing film of all time, Avatar 2? Oh, I wouldn't be shocked if it does 10% better than the first one, honestly. Fear of God 777, have a good night. Appreciate you.
See you in the morning.
Yes, you'll be live tomorrow morning, Tony. More likely.
Whenever I wake up.
Okay. All right. Jennifer says, I never got COVID. I never did. Tony, you got COVID, correct?
Yeah. It took about a year, but I eventually got it. I knew I would because Scarlett works with the public. So.
Yep. Yeah. You had that unfortunate connection to, she works in healthcare, right? So more likely that she'd be exposed to it from someone else. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Corbin says, you guys are aware of the DTC's obligation warehouse that houses FTDs even has a website. Yeah, Corbin. Wes Christian's been talking about that since May of last year.
And Bigham's also.
And Bigham's, yeah. So, yeah, we're very aware of it. Very aware of it. Kokomo Joe says, oh, thank you. Zom T, Mission Impossible was a movie I was thinking of in the spring. Yes. So you got that combined with the Q4 earnings for 2022, which we'll see Avatar's numbers in there. I mean, the first 2 weeks are probably going to be off the charts, right? So they should be able to pull in a lot of revenue between that and Black Panther in the fourth quarter. If they don't get Trump like they are trying, another cough will come. I think they're just going to assassinate him, period. I don't think they're going to take another pandemic. I blame 5G for COVID, says Yuka. A lot of people have. Who's buying more AMC and Ape tomorrow besides me? Leah, I'm going to be picking up Ape tomorrow. Right after I pick up a new computer. Got to be done. Can't operate like this anymore. I have a one-on-one sit-down interview with a very high-profile YouTuber that I did over the weekend. I can't even release because I don't have the video editing software available to me. So stay tuned for that. Angelina says I did not get it. Okay. I'm sorry if I said you did, Angelina. Adrian says I blame the last Matrix movie for COVID. Why is that, Adrian? Keith says, do you guys think Ape will have more buying pressure from the shorts as compared with AMC? What's your thoughts on that, Tony? I don't think I've asked you that.
Say the question again.
Do you think that Ape will have more buying pressure from the shorts compared to AMC?
Well, shorts are selling unless the price is running up. So,
do you guys think Ape will have more buying pressure from the shorts compared to AMC? Is that what you mean to say, Keith? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. We'll have more buying pressure from the shorts. Shorts aren't going to be buying, right?
Not unless the price is moving up.
Right. Solar 2K says yes, because there's no option chains on Ape. They can short Ape, though. That movie was a virus to the cinema industry. Good point, Adrian. And plagued the vision of all who went to see it. And remember, Al from Boston was preaching that Matrix was gonna be the catalyst, that we had to forward it, share this video with everyone because Matrix 4 was going to be the catalyst. And I think I said back at the time that Spider-Man would beat it out in the box office, and it smoked it. Spider-Man smoked it. Wouldn't federal student loans be a part of the repo market, says Ben Currington. I don't know, Ben. That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. But
Philip says, if people aren't getting their Ape shares, how can we buy it? No, as far as I know, Philip, everybody's gotten their Ape shares, at least 95%. And you can see from the volume trading that tens of millions of people have it and are trading it. So I would say resist the hysteria on Twitter and Reddit. Plenty of people have their ape shares. Plenty
Yep.
of people are
And
trading it.
we know the institutions got them in the United States. So what do you think they're doing with them?
If you read Twitter, you would think that no one got their ape shares. I can assure you. I know
Every country.
at this point no one that has not gotten their ape shares. We got to step back from the hysteria because this is not the channel to talk about that stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, we can only go so far with conspiracy theories here before they become outrageously ridiculous. Anyone still saying there's 25 million synthetics out there is, I think, smoking crack.
To make
Smoking
a
crack all the way in
statement,
the back.
to type in no one got their ape shares. I mean,
Yep.
really? Come on.
Yep.
Not to be a dick, but do you know how many people out of 100 do you know that didn't get their ape shares?
None. Not at this point. I haven't seen
I
any
don't know of
complaints.
any.
Nope. Yeah, peace, love. Most people in Europe have their shares. Never mind what Lou says. Most of everyone who me and Tony are subscribers, we've asked around. Everybody basically has them by now. 24 The Money says Matrix 4 was streamed concurrently with theatrical release. WB said it was a mistake. Yeah, but 24 The Money. Same thing with Scarlett Johansson. Scarlet Witch. Not Scarlet Witch. Shit. What's the Black Widow? Black Widow streamed with Disney the same day release, right? And Black Widow barely chucked 100 million. But they've changed that. They're not going back to that for a while. And listen, this pet project with Jeff Bezos and Amazon Prime of Lord of the Rings, $1 billion turd that's getting flushed down the toilet as we speak. That's going to set a precedent, I think, going forward for streaming. I think the amount of money they spent on this piece of crap show that was a snooze fest on Friday night. I could barely get an 8-year-old to stay awake to watch it. That's how much of a snooze fest it was.
Wolverine says, "Wow, you
Galadriel.
guys." Wolverine says, "You guys asked 4 million people if they got their ape shares. That's impressive. Let's bring it back to reality. How many of you asked?
How many people in the chat right now out of 700 people don't have their ape shares? Well, just put a 1 if you have gotten no ape shares or something's completely off about your ape right
Just
now.
because some fucking clickbait YouTuber or dumb shit on Twitter is saying people didn't get their shares, you guys extrapolate that into nobody got their shares. I deal in a world of reality. My channel is not about hyperbole, clickbait, and exaggeration.
Yep. Sorry, T. I'm reading the comments at the same time. Yes, and then Amazon disabled the... I saw that. They disabled the comment section. Nice, right? Big B says, all I care about is when Tony is having Alex back on for drinking bingo. Miss her. Sorry, Big B.
We're working
Tony,
on
you
it.
gotta work on Alex.
We're working on it.
I see Lionel's in the chat right now. Hey, Lionel, how you doing? I think I missed you last time you were on here. David Walsh says, only acceptable... Going by fast now, the comments. Answer is that 100% of the people got their shares. Anything else is a crime. Yeah, David, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. But it seems like everybody's got them, though. I've had small...
I'm sure there's probably some that have not gotten them. I haven't found them yet. I'd love anyone that has not gotten their shares to reach out to me, please.
Yeah. Triple X Wolverine says, what should be says most people got their shares, not all. That's a good point, XS. Yeah, obviously, I can't say to everyone. I can just tell you about the 5,000 or 6,000 people that watched the video that I did last week and reported they got them. Troy Hanula says, I'm in South Korea and American everyone I know got their shares. Thank you, Troy. Yeah, I posed this question the last week. Trey, good evening tonight. I got them, says Overboard Entertainment, and now I have over 50% more ape than AMC. Yeah, it seems like everybody got theirs, right? Ben says I got my IOUs. Why has the German Frankfurt Exchange suspended trading of ape again? When did that happen? Ape Nation notations today?
It happened for about an hour on Friday morning.
Oh, thank you.
But people still want to talk about it like on Monday, that like it didn't trade all day on Monday. As far as I watched on the chart, it traded all day on Monday. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, was it
traded all day on Friday, except for the first hour it was suspended. But again, on Twitter and YouTube, if that's all you watch, you can't buy ape in Germany.
Right.
But if you actually look at the chart, you can see that it traded all day Friday and all day Monday.
That's right.
But that's a lot of effort to go check something when you can just watch a tweet.
Yes. That's right. That's right. S. Jackson says, damn, Tony, you got a real mafioso hat on, looking sharp. Says S. Jackson. Yuka says, I am from Nicaragua, now living in LA. I got all my ape. Thank you, Yuka. I saw your comment the other day that you answered me saying you got it. I knew that. Monty, good evening tonight. How are you? Saying hey from Alaska. Hope you stay nice and warm tonight, Monty. I feel bad for those that got screwed out of their ape. Hopefully that changes quickly for them, says Norm. Yeah, I hope so too. If you did get screwed out of ape for some reason, you haven't gotten yours yet. Of course, I hope you're getting them soon. And make sure you put a comment in the chat here and let us know if you didn't get them.
Send us a DM and let us know. I will go to bat for you. I want to be an advocate for anyone that has not received their ape. I've asked, and I have not gotten a message from anyone that hasn't received it.
That's right. Yep, same here. Same here. Why can't you buy ape in Germany? Says Kimberly Volpe. Just curious. Mel says over 19%. Yeah. I don't know where that came from. It's over 19% on ape in Germany right now. Just Mel Hannah's putting this same message.
It came from Twitter. Kimberly. I mean, there's still tweets going on today that you can't buy ape in Germany. I mean,
we've looked at the price 3 times already to this chat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do you have any thoughts? I got to ask this. Big B and a couple people have talked about Luna. What's your thoughts on Luna right now? Do you have any thoughts on it? I don't.
I mean, Luna Classic's up like 3x in the last week.
Yeah.
I would say never bet against retail willing to go in and buy something.
That's right. Look at Shiba Inu. Yep. Look at how they piled in. Drove that thing up, what, a couple 1,000% in a couple days? You know, I just finally sold the rest of my Shiba Inu yesterday. I had a burn Shiba party. Inu? I had a burn party. Yeah, well, I got it when it was right before it ran from 2022 to 7,000. Remember that run? I bought it right before I went on that run when it like 4x'd. And I had a little bit left. I forgot it was even in there in my Coinbase account. I told you the other night, I pretty much had to liquefy that whole thing. Liquidate my Coinbase account to free up some cash. Let's see. Humble Servant says, Lou is putting out more fun videos. Now he thinks people should hold. He sold last week. He already told everyone he sold. What does he mean people should hold? He's already out. Tell him to shut up. He already told us he sold last week. Big M said CTB is at 54% now in ape. Yes, that is confirmed. Yes. Wendy D, good evening tonight. How are you? Dr. Spurgeon, the Sturgeon Surgeon, says, I got my ape in Canada, but 5 days late. And I think we talked about that, Dr. Spurgeon, on here. We said most of you guys in Canada wouldn't get it until Thursday or Friday of the same week we released on Monday for US, right? That was pretty well known.
Cash App, Canada, and Europe. We said it would take you till the end of the week.
That's right. Yep. Damn straight, Corbin says, forget the Fed, don't fight retail. That's right. Leah says, Adrian, I'm Irish and South American and have been to the Philippines. Leah, you're Irish and South American. That's quite the combo. I see Bitcoin going to 10 to 12,000, says Liz Clayman. That wouldn't shock me. Would that shock you, T? If it went to 9, that wouldn't shock me, Liz.
I say if it goes below 15,000, look out below.
Ooh. Yeah. True.
Maxie says, Tony and Mass, how do we know the shares are delivered? Only 5% go to the lit exchange. Is that right?
Where, Germany?
No. Well, let me pull it up and see how many are going to the lit exchange. 95% going to the dark pool seems a little bit high. I can double check that here real quick.
BG Butter, we are live. It is September 5th at 11:45 p.m. East Coast, Eastern Standard Time. Lou S. Jackson says Lou is channeling his inner ape father. We should all laugh at him.
I'm seeing that 68% went off exchange. So
Really?
not 95. Why do things go off exchange?
68%.
Because institutions and payment for order flow.
Right. PFOF is a big thing.
Payment for order flow and
AH90.
institutions. I mean, let's just talk about that for 1 second.
Sure.
High-speed traders and institutions are going to trade in the dark pool. That's what they're built for. For me, that is not some conspiracy level shit. If you are an institution or a high-speed trading firm, you're going to trade in a dark pool.
Yes. It's going to happen. And AH90 is the ticker in Frankfurt for whoever just asked. Thank you, Liz. The ticker in Frankfurt is AH90.
AH90 is AMC. That is not ape.
Hold on. Did I read that backwards? AH9.
AH90 is AMC. I forget what it is for ape. Let's see. Let's just see by comparison what the off exchange is for something like Tesla. Tesla off exchange is 45%. So yes, compared to something like a Tesla, 68% is high. Let's look at something like a Dell computer. Off exchange, 36%. Oh, wait, no, 25%. So affirmative. Off exchange for AMC and ape, relatively high compared to other tickers. Apple, one other comparison. Off exchange, 37%.
So a little higher.
Well, a lot higher. Does that mean anything? I don't know. I mean, that's a whole live stream into itself.
Try just Nguyen just said they need to shut down the dark pool for AMC for a week and see what happens. Do you think we would see any significant price movement if they shut down the dark pool trading for AMC?
Yeah, absolutely. When it's trading in the dark pool, you're not getting price discovery.
So why are they continue to allowed to do that? Why are they continuing allowed to get through that loophole?
I mean,
that's not what it was for.
Dark pools are legal.
Right, but they weren't intended for retail trades. Right?
I mean, but what percentage of retail is in the dark pool? That's the question.
Right. That's the question, right? What percentage of retailers are going to dark pool?
Right. I don't know. I mean, if you're a high-speed trading firm and you're trading 10 million shares of AMC in a day, you're not going to do it on the NYSE where it costs you twice as much. And you get no rebates. You're going to trade that fucker over and over all day in the dark pool.
Yep.
Because it's cheaper and you get a rebate based on volume. So of course they're going to go to the dark pool.
Yeah. I just,
guys, go read the book by Scott Patterson called Dark Pools and understand why they exist and why the big institutions use them. It will change your whole perspective on a lot of the clickbait nonsense. If you understand why the dark pools exist and the benefits they offer big trading firms, you start to understand why high volatility stocks trade more often in a dark pool, and you'll sleep a lot better at night. It's cheaper and they get rebates.
Yep. Yeah,
and
it makes sense to everyone but us.
What stocks are they going to focus on if you're a high-speed trading firm? A high volatility stock, something that's moving up or down where you can make money.
Right.
Does Apple or Dell move that much in a day? No.
No.
What do we focus on when we wake up every day and we look at pre-market? Ones that are high volatility.
Runners. Yeah, runners.
Right. And a high-speed trading firm is going to do the same thing millions of times a day in a dark pool. When you start understanding that, everything makes a lot more sense. I'm sorry, I'm not confirming your bias. I know I'm probably getting shit talked in the comments. But if I ran a high-speed trading firm, I would be trading AMC and APE all day long in a dark pool.
120 people just switched over from your channel to my channel after that. No, I'm just kidding. I keyed.
I'm going to tell you real talk. Like, that's what I would do. I would not be buying Apple, Dell, and Tesla. I'd be looking for the high volatility stocks, and I'd be looking for the cheapest place to do it. And it's not the NYSE. Sorry.
Yep. Michael says, Tony, you still believe in DWAC? What do you think of it?
I sold my DWAC. DWAC is a news only play. I'm waiting for a chance to buy it in cheaper. But yeah, I mean, if they got a vote coming up in a couple of days, right, to extend the merger.
I believe so.
So, I mean, DWAC is dependent on the SEC approving the merger and Trump saying that he's going to run. If both of those things happen, that thing could skyrocket. But it is a speculative play. So at the moment, I'm out. I'll put a little bit back in when I find a price that's cheap enough. And I hope that I don't miss the run up.
Right on. Yep. Do you know that I forget it. Never mind. Someone said those are the right tickers, I believe, guys. AH90 is the ticker for AMC and AH9 is APE. Let's just get that straightened out.
That doesn't. I looked up APE earlier and it didn't have AH9 and it was AH5 something.
I think it depends on. I saw AH9 earlier. That's what I saw. AH9. Liz Clayman said
AH420 something.
That's for Sundial. That's for Sundial, silly. H90 is the ticker for Germany. AH90. Someone just said, about DWAC again. I can't even get True Social on my Google Play Store for my Droid phone. I still can't download it. It's not available. There's like half of the. Good.
The DWAC extension did not go through. Not enough votes. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with it. I need to check. I'll do that in the morning. GME earnings is coming up this week. Mass, are you still live? You still with me?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah. What day? Do you know what day that is?
Yeah, I'm out of GME at the moment, by the way. The last run up I sold. And I've been waiting. You know, it's below my target price, the support line that I drew in. What do you think's going to happen this week?
I haven't sold all my GME.
I'm going to wait.
When
I'm going to wait till after the earnings. I don't think it's going to be great. I mean, every earnings they've had, there's like no news. So I'm not exactly bullish going into this one.
So on EPS, Q1 of 20, what am I looking at here? Q2, Q3, Q4 of 2022 and Q4 of 2022. What is this I'm looking at? Earnings calls scheduled September 7th. Okay. So Q3 of 2022. This here is GME. 27.36 right now. We had for a price close on Friday, T. Down a percentage
Sounds
point.
about right. Yeah.
And when did you remember when you got out? Like around 36, maybe?
Let me pull it up. Whatever the top of the last run up was.
Might have been 39. Might have been even higher. I want to say it was around 39.
I can tell you. I just need to log in here.
Brian says, market prediction for tomorrow, guys. The chart will move to the right and not to the left. That's a fact. That's a fact, Brian. Next time someone asks for a prediction, that's what I'm going to say. Billy, if AMC might get a pump if GME has good earnings. GME is going to get hit hard with the real estate crash, going to close more stores. Yes, Liz Clayman, believe so. Believe that all companies are going to get hit hard who are brick and mortar. It's not just going to be GME. Angelina, have a good night. Mr. Every Concerned Citizen says BBBY CFO probably a huge crook. Something made him take that swan dive. Mr. Very Concerned Citizen. By the way, I like the name of your channel. I'm about to steal it. AH90 is Ape at 5:30. AH9 is AMC at 9:10, says King Louie. King Louie, what platform are you using for that? Circuit City is making a comeback, Yuka. Where? That's got to be facetious. Did you find it, T?
Yeah, it says I sold on at $40.49.
Jeez. That would be right when Richie would normally buy in.
August 9th.
Yeah, that's almost the very top. Yeah, almost the very top.
And I've been waiting.
Data says zombie stock. Circuit City? Yeah, it's another Sears or one of those, right? Liz says AMC is an anchor tenant in most shopping centers, so they should be okay, but I bet they will renegotiate. Yeah, Liz, right? Definitely. There should be plenty of opportunity to renegotiate some of this debt because people aren't banging down the doors looking for brick and mortar real estate right now, right?
I'll put up my screen share here.
Sure. And you can you talk about it for a second?
Yeah.
All right. In your base says I worked for CC right up until they closed down, was a delivery driver for them. Did you do installs in your base? There you go, T.
So I had this triangle that I drew, the support triangle, support and resistance back before the split. And I was hoping for a breakout after, at the split, and that did not happen. So 2 days after the split, I did my first sell. Then it dropped down back in late July. I had this price target that maybe it could drop down to $29. It didn't get that far. So after 2 or 3 days of coming back up, I bought back in. It broke through the resistance, which was good. And I rode it all the way up. I did not sell at the top, which was $47. Once I saw it breaking down on the second candle, I sold. And according to my TD account, $40.4913 is what I sold at. So right in here somewhere. And then I've been waiting. Oops, I should not have done that. So I've been waiting, and I got a lot of people laughing at me when it didn't drop through the support line here back in late July. I was like, well, motherfuckers, you have underestimated my patience and my chart reading. Everything doesn't happen always on the day that we expect it. It did drop through, and I'm waiting. I'm happy to buy GameStop again, but I want to see a couple green candles, just like I did here. I don't need to catch it at the bottom. I'm playing the trends. After I see a day or two of green candles, depending on what the green candle looks like, I will buy back in. And if it falls below this 24-ish blue line right here, well, that's a pretty bad sign. I hope it does not do that. But we're at 26.93. That's a nice, it's looking like a nice consolidation, but now we have the Bed Bath & Beyond news of the CFO committing suicide, Ryan Cohen being subject to a lawsuit. I don't know what's going to happen next week. But only because GameStop is not giving me a lot of indications of strength and not a lot of communication from investor relations or in their earnings call, I changed up my strategy on GameStop, not on AMC. And if I do ever change it on AMC, I'll let you guys know. But I got tired of holding GameStop and just parking all of that money, AMC and GameStop.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to play it a little bit smarter. And I've made money twice. And I will buy it again when the time is right. And that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, that's a great call, T. It was a great call on that play. Great call. You can't beat that. And, we talked about that. When we saw that technical level, we were like, uh-oh. Looks like it's about to retrace. And then one day it went up, remember? There was one day it went up for maybe 2%, 3%.
Yeah. I sold at 40 and then it ran up to 42. But
yep.
I'm pretty confident in my chart reading skills. So
right. It's down 15 since it ran to 42. So
it's down almost 50% from what I sold at.
Yep. In your base, yo también, the sweet sugary juice. Said Yuka, night guys, have an amazing weekend. Humble heart, mindful knowledge. Have a good night, girl. Jennifer, have a good night. See everyone at 8:30. Good hunting tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, Jen. Appreciate you. Daniel says, thank you guys for the GME talk. We're here for you, Daniel. I mean, I'm still OGME, so I haven't sold. I sold a little bit of mine, but I still have most of it. I still have about 80% of my GME. I sold a little bit right after the split. I can't read charts, says CC. I've been making daily donations to the market. If you can't, CC, yeah, just buy and hold, do what you're doing. Which IPO is scheduled to come out next? I might be down to gamble a little, says Dana. Have you been looking at any IPOs, T, or no?
WLDS.
WLDS. Okay.
Israeli company, wearable devices, 3.6 million float. Comes out early next week. Early this week.
WLDS. Yeah, by the way, in your base, I love chewing sugarcane. Some sweet juice. What do they do, T?
What do they do?
Yeah, what's WLDS?
Wearable devices. I just got tired of doing like extensive due diligence. We're not in these plays because they're great companies.
They're runners. They're
We're in
runners.
them we're in them for 15 minutes to a couple hours. So
Yep.
I bought it. I did pre-order on Webull. I don't recommend doing a shit ton of money, but you do you. For me, it's just extra income.
Dino Mike says, I sold some to free up money to grab more ape. I'm assuming he's talking about some GME. Barry Electronics, how you doing tonight? Says, why hasn't AMC done any more live streaming of fights? Wasn't it profitable? That's a good question. I haven't seen any advertising from Adam Aaron since late last year about a UFC fight or boxing or anything. Football is right around the corner. We were a
I
week
would
away
love
from
to go
NFL
watch
kickoff.
a UFC fight. Have they done
Me
any
too.
UFCs at
Yes.
a theater?
Yes.
It's so damn expensive and so crowded to go watch it at a bar. It's irritating.
The movie theater is perfect for that. It's perfect. You got big, comfortable seats. It's like you're in your living room already, It's perfect. I don't know. They haven't talked about it in a while. That's a great question. Something I might bring up to Adam Aaron. Maybe we should send him a DM on Twitter or something. Norm, I'm going to pull this question up real quick. Mass and Tony, any buzz about BlackRock and JP Morgan liquidations by the 14th this month? T, I'm going to run and hit the bathroom real quick, if you don't mind.
You're going to leave me with that? Thanks.
Oh, hold on. I didn't mean for that to be the question. All right, let me stay for this one, then I'll come back. All right, so
I'm not touching that.
This is I know where this is coming from. I know where this.
Oh, and then he freezes up. Come back to us, Massalorian. Oh, wait. This way. How convenient. No, I know nothing about liquidations of BlackRock and JP Morgan. And honestly, I'm not joking when I say I don't watch other channels. Massalorian got shorted by Citadel. He'll be back though. GM Wordle says Morant's Rant's trashing AMC and Ape. Yeah, because he has nothing to talk about with GameStop. I'll make another GameStop video after their earnings call this week. Hopefully, I mean, I listen to them all. I get really frustrated that every GameStop call, they're like, here's our earnings. Thank you for your 3 minutes of time. We're not giving any guidance. We're not taking any questions. Peace out. They also have been the only party that has not answered any emails or inquiries I sent about the GameStop split dividend. The one party that didn't answer, GameStop. Emailed them, tweeted them, nothing. It's kind of concerning. All right, you want to talk about BlackRock, Massalorian, before you go hit the head?
I saw someone saying he's trying to escape that question. Yeah, I mean, I normally I would say you're correct because I don't want to get into that kind of crap, but again, that's a heavy order that someone is talking about, saying that two huge funds like that are on the verge of collapse. That would have major implications across the market. So, and I'm talking about every sector of the market. Talking about real estate, long term, short term, everything, ETFs, you name it. It would have a huge impact. So, saying those two companies are on the verge of collapse, I think is a little crazy. Now, are they maybe in trouble? We don't know, right? Me and Tony, we speculated about this earlier, and that's all is a speculation.
What? I'm just curious. So, I mean, what did you see? What evidence was provided?
Oh, you didn't see the evidence?
No,
mountains of it.
I'm not kidding. I do not watch other YouTubers. So I don't know what evidence was provided.
Okay. In all
Can you
seriousness,
talk about that?
yeah. So from what I understand, what I saw was that they both both of these things are happening on the same day. I'm trying to remember exactly what the terminology was for the thing that's coming into effect. I believe they're on the same day, if I heard that correctly. But they're going to be almost. It's almost like they're going to have some new implications on them as far as damn, help me out, Chad. I watched a 10-minute video about it yesterday, and I got nothing out of it. Clearly, I got that they were both going to collapse in the next couple of weeks. At the end of the video, that's what I got out of it. And I don't know if
the
I
reason
saw
I'm
any
so
paperwork.
skeptical is I've heard that 100 times in the last 18 months, and I'm just sick of it. That doesn't mean that that won't happen on September 14th. I'm just like so tired of hearing clickbait that I just refuse to watch any channels that talk about that stuff anymore.
Yeah, it's clickbait. That's why I get drawn into it sometimes. CSI might have some information on that. So if you guys are curious about that whole thing, BlackRock and JP Morgan and that collateral holding, go watch CSI. That is a FUD versus the Wall Street
I would say,
FUD.
you know, if we're not talking about it, go ask the people who are making videos about it and then hold them accountable the next day. And I hope they're right. I do hope they're right. I'll always take a bonus. I'll take a knock it out of the park, but I'm not going to talk about stuff that's speculation.
Right. If we're wrong, we get paid. So I hope we're wrong. I want to get paid at the end of the day. That's it. Dreamer Stuff said BlackRock owns a piece of everything. They are not like a mega real estate company. Fall back on a lot, no collapsing. Thanks, Dreamer Stuff. I said in the comments, I said, I don't know what you're smoking, but if BlackRock collapsed, you would see all kinds of civil unrest across the country. That's how many pies they have their fingers in. Kershaw, good evening, or good morning. Sorry, good morning. How are you today? Andy T, they're each liquidating 2 ETFs, aren't they? That they're supposed to be any. I guess that's the rumor. There might have been some paperwork backing it up. I'm not exactly sure. But again, same thing with Tony. I'm just sick of the dates and all that crap. I mean, we can speculate with dates too, right? We just did it earlier today when we talked about April and Avatar coming out and the earnings and the possibility of Adam Aaron trying to do some dilution. But it's all speculation. And listen, after all this time, me and Tony have seen dates come and go and come and go. And the only thing that remains is us. So
our Baglio's got a question about LPTV, the IPO. It's not really an IPO, our Baglio. It's a secondary offering, so I will not be participating in that one. Loop Media is the company, LPTV. It's already an existing ticker.
Spillbev DeVoe says CSI thinks Thomas James is the best AMC YouTuber because of his DD. He has no credibility with me. I'm not saying the CSI has no credibility. I'm just saying he's doing the same thing that we are, guys. He's speculating, right?
He's talking about Spillbev DeVoe is talking about Thomas James. Thomas James has no DD. I'm going to throw Thomas James under the bus. Sorry.
Under the bus?
Yeah. All he does is find the most scandalous Reddit posts and read them. There's 0 DD from Thomas James. Thomas, if you're watching, I'm sorry, bro. You provide 0 real information.
But he knows that, Tony. I told you, I called him out on it one time.
Of course he knows that. He's only in it for himself. Thomas James is only in it for making himself money, making you guys come back and watching. He's not been right on one fucking thing in the past year and a half. He's as bad as Finance News, Lou, and Al.
Yep. Yeah.
He
Geez, finance news.
reads
Some of these
Reddit
guys
posts.
are bad.
Come on.
I know.
Why are you guys watching someone that reads Reddit posts? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Dream of stuff. Have a good night. Daniel Crawford. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night.
He does have a
Push
great
him a powder.
accent.
Good night. He does have a great accent. I love it.
He has a fabulous accent.
Yeah, it's really.
And apparently some great hoodies.
Some ape hoodies, some space ape hoodies. Oh, those are so trash. Who came up with that damn design? Jesus Christ, bro. I would have looked at it and said, you got to be kidding me. Who drew this? My 3-year-old? Oh, yeah. He picks low-rated poster. Tweet says, Dave, some people don't have the time. Yes, you're right. You're right. All right, T. Now I'm gonna run. If you want to throw him under the bus and running him over, go ahead. I'll be right back.
All right.
You can throw him under all you want.
I hate talking bad about people, and I try not to. I mean, this channel is not about throwing anybody under the bus, but it is about due diligence. And that channel in particular, Thomas James, provides zero due diligence. Reading Reddit is not a channel worth wasting your time on. Do you think I own AMC NFT will ever be worth anything? Hey, if this stock squeezes, absolutely. Yes, it'll be worth something. Ape will explode today. Dan says, God, I hope so, Dan. That's the only thing I've been buying as far as AMC versus Ape since August 22nd. I bought Ape 5 times. My average cost on Ape that I've added is now $5. I just looked. It's like $5.33, something like that. Dave says everyone has the right to market this play how it works for them. Yeah, hey, no disrespect to anybody who's figured out a way to make money off of YouTube. Lou, Thomas, Finance News, they're doing what is making themselves money. And I can't hate the player, right? But for you guys, if you're trying to figure out how to sleep at night and keep yourself sane, those would not be channels that I would be tuning into on a regular basis. The people who are tuning into places that keep you emotional and then just keep on dashing your hopes day after day, they're going to end up getting you out of this play out of frustration and thinking that everything's stacked against you because you didn't have the right frame of mind. You're going to miss out on the run up based on fundamentals because you got tired of being lied to. I'm in it now, unfortunately, for the fundamentals, and it might require some patience. Oh, shit. R. Baglio says secondary. What's that mean? It means that LPTV, R. Baglio, is already a trading stock. This is a new offering, basically dilution, secondary offering. Local Urban says Bed Bath & Beyond going to be crazy. It is going to be a volatile week for Bed Bath & Beyond. That is for sure. What is going to happen? I don't know. I would expect some downward momentum tomorrow, but I don't know. I have no investment in that stock at the moment.
Me neither. Too much going on. Too risky right now for me to invest any money. Buckstar Bonsai says, FYI, I just checked my driveway. Still no Lambo. Touche, Monfrere. Touche. Dave says, I don't have more than I can afford in this play. That's why all of the YouTube is literally entertaining. Yeah, Dave, but that's the problem is a lot of people do have a ton invested in this play, you know? So a lot of people are concerned, and they are watching 50 different channels that are dragging them all over the way emotionally and, making them nuts. Dana, good night. Kisses, thanks.
Billy says tinfoil hat masses Tony's son-in-law. No.
Nope, definitely not, guys. Nope. No. Myself says downward momentum for sure. Dr. Spurgeon says tank. Rivok 489 says, I like New York Angelo, but had to stop watching the speculative clickbait articles vids 4 times a day. I made 5 videos last month. He made 4 today. Jeez. BBBY 24 the money says puts easy money. Just be careful. That's all. Something to do with the ETF with JP Morgan, Troy. I believe you're talking about the video. Yeah, go talk to CSI. He knows that inside and out. Do you guys own any Apple? Says I do not. George, do you, Tony? You have any Apple? If you want to
Not at the moment.
Okay. Ken Arms says BBBY CFO suicide. How will this tragic event affect BBBY? It's probably gonna have some negative connotations, Ken. Normally, that's what comes with someone jumping off buildings. But
no
in all
leadership.
seriousness, yeah, the company is lacking leadership right now. So, how much faith do investors have in putting their money in the company?
Massalorian, are you Alex's husband?
I'm not. I can't be
Do
that
you wish
lucky.
that you
No.
were?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But this is mass we're talking about. You guys just heard my week that I had when I moved here. It's a $5,000 swing in 5 days. I don't have that kind of luck. It's time to ask the hard questions. Go ahead.
I just texted Alex to come say hi in the chat. Let's see if she's still awake.
You did. I've been trying to get Alex on here for weeks now, and I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna have to.
I thought yours was named Alexa.
Alexa, yeah, but I mean it's Alexandra, right? But we call her Alexa for short. But it's Alexandra. It's time. Edward says it's time to ask the hard question. Tony was in New York. He comes back to Austin, look like a mafia, like BBBY CFO. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, he said that earlier.
I'm finally a made man.
That's right. That's right. He had to sit down. And it wasn't like Goodfellas where he got whacked. Somebody else got whacked. This is why I love your channel, says Wendy. Thanks, Wendy. Appreciate that. Is it too early, says Jay Router, to view APE as the equivalent of AMC? Price-wise, Jay, yeah, right now. But me and Tony are both of the same opinion that those two stocks will move closer together as time goes on. They will eventually come much closer in price than farther apart. For right now, the short term. Dr. Spurgeon, the Sturgeon Surgeon, says, boss said he's buying 100K of AMC and APE this week. Really? Man, I wish I had 100K to buy this week. You could probably turn that into 2. CSI says Canada firms pulling out of the DTCC. Have y'all talked about that yet? Sorry, I was late. No, what Canadian firms have pulled out of DTCC? Common Sense Investor.
All right, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that because there have been some notices and there have been follow-ups from the Canadian firms. If you bother to look them up, they said these are old defunct accounts that they're cleaning up for administrative purposes. They're not pulling out of the DTCC. End of story.
There you go. Ken says AMC and APE can move to pink sheets after they collapse below $1. That ain't gonna happen, Ken. I don't think so. But you never know. G Immortal, I moved from Webull to Fidelity about a year ago, and my average on my Fidelity AMC still says 0. It's all jacked up, says CC. CC, so you're saying right now on Fidelity, if you went to go look at your position, AMC, it says 0, but you had shares before the split? That doesn't sound right.
Some of the Canadian firms are showing APE as a cost basis of a penny.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But CC, are you in
And
Canada? Barry Electronics says, was the markets open in Germany today? Yes. Sorry. Go ahead, T.
I would say, guys, as long as your overall basis is the same, don't worry about what your broker's showing between AMC and APE. The only thing that matters is your overall basis. If you had $1,000 of AMC before the split and you have $999 in AMC and $1 in APE now, you're still at 1,000 basis. Does not matter what they show. It's just, it's a placeholder.
Yeah, doesn't mean it's worth a penny. Does not mean it's worth a penny. CC says, yes, and my APE is also 0. And who's your broker, CC? And what country are you in?
If it bothers you, keep after your broker and ask them to fix it. But at the end of the day, it only matters what you and your CPA report on taxes when you sell.
True.
It's just a placeholder, what your broker shows.
Yeah, when you go to sell, just make sure it doesn't say 0.01. That's all. Kershaw says, some German brokers have APE in the accounts of clients, but worth is 0. The Giro still has PCO. Some Austrian brokers didn't receive APE. Yeah, Kershaw. How many though? Like, I mean, were we talking about a couple? Are we talking about a couple retail investors? Are we talking about big institutions? Well, who are we talking about, right? Dennis says, CC, same here. Cody says, I got margin called shortly after the split with a frown down. That the country she is in. RBC Canada shows APE as 0.001 cents a share. Would suck if you... Yeah, I don't think... Like Tony's saying, that's just a placeholder 24, right? I think that's trolling. I'm learning what trolling is now. I think, Herman, I think you're trolling me. Or Tony. Got to watch them Texans. Oh, boy. Where are we at right now? All right, so, Tony, we're at the 3-hour mark right now. What's your plans for tomorrow? Because now I got to look into this WLDS thing. What's going on with this? Are you going to go in the morning or?
I'll be live as soon as I wake up. Usually I'm up at 4 or 5 in the morning. I won't be live at 4 and 5 in the morning. I'll be updating the Discord with whatever is looking spicy with pre-market. So as soon as I wake up, I check the market, see what's popping. If there's something worth trading, I'll get up and come start trading it. But I plan on being live. Yes. If we're not in a complete market meltdown, if there's no value add for me tomorrow, I will not be live. I'll be with the Discord and doing my own thing. But if there's something exciting to talk about, I'll be live. Yeah. Either way, if you're a member of the channel, I'll be in the Discord. If there's something worth the entire YouTube community, me spending the day with you, absolutely, I'll be live. I got no other plans for tomorrow.
There you go. There you go. CC, I'm gonna look at my Fidelity account again in the morning tomorrow. So if you remember, send me a DM on Twitter or a message on the community tab or on the live stream from tonight. I want to see exactly how mine is written out there. Ape Cartel says Billy's going to the moon just like Amy. Just like Amy. Prepping for the week should be a fun week. It's going to be an interesting week, that's for sure. That's for sure. Definitely going to be an interesting week. Yeah, T, I'm going to get up early tomorrow and look into this WLDS. I guess we'll talk after we get off here for a little bit anyways, but don't let me forget about the glasses guy. I got to mention that. Make sure I tell you about that.
The struggle I have is like, a lot of the shot glass places, you can like take your logo and put it on the glass, but I want it. Some of them don't look that great.
Yep.
So
They're
maybe I just
looking.
need to fix my logo to a way that looks worthwhile for a presentable gift. If I'm going to give them away to someone, to people on the channel, I want it to actually be, worthwhile having. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm not going to do it cheap.
Right. That's what I'm running into with
And
the
no, they will
sweatshirts
not
and the
be for
hoodies.
sale.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, it's just going to be give outs, right?
Yes.
It's going to be us handing back to our members and subscribers, and
there'll be
donors.
giveaways and, maybe members of the
Contests.
channel. Yeah, contests, things like that.
We'll give them away as bingo prizes, all kinds of stuff. We're trying to get all that stuff together now, and also keep you guys informed with what's going on. And I'm trying to move and build a new room, so there's a lot going on. But hopefully, we'll have all that together real soon for you guys. And thanks for your patience, especially on my end with my computer going down and all that. I appreciate you guys staying with me.
CSI said, if funds are liquidating but not short AMC, are they important? Not important to our play on AMC. If the market's going down, which I think it probably is headed down between now and the end of the year, there's going to be some funds liquidating, right?
Yes.
They're not going to want to. You're not going to want to end the quarter telling your investors you lost 40%.
No.
They will be liquidating, but they'll be liquidating long positions and they'll be making money on short positions.
Right.
Do they affect us in AMC? If they're not short or long AMC, then I think there's no impact.
Yeah, it's only if they're short or long AMC, right? Right. Steven is saying more info about how phase 6 is doing. Could be some great. It went in on the what was the date again that went into effect? On the 2nd or 3rd? What's today? The 6th?
Thereabouts.
Yeah, somewhere in there, right? Steven, listen, they had a long time, a year this was delayed, phase 6, right? So all these little Ds, all these little funds had a year to get their shit in order for this. So either they did that, and that's why we didn't see anything change in the last couple of days, or it still needs to work itself out, and we'll see something down the road because of phase 6. But as far as right now goes, it went into implementation on the 3rd. I think that was Friday or Thursday. And you see the price of the two stocks. So what do you think?
But don't forget, they said, Bigham said, don't expect anything on day one. So
that's true, which was Friday or September 1st. Thank you, Andrew. So it's been 4 days, 2 trading days, 2 non-trading. No, actually, only 1 trading day. We've had 3 non-trading days in a row. So it's only been 1 day. It's going to take some time. Dave says the entire time this play has generally relied on AMC debt relief or a market collapse, liquidating long tuts. Longs can't be used as leverage, bittersweet, needing it to crash. Yeah, Dave, we're in kind of a tough spot, right? We're hoping either for the market to run, be very bullish, and for AMC to continue to do well, and then for the price to go up, or that little Ds are going to get in trouble, and that will start some kind of domino effect to make them all close out, right? So, quick question, Tony and Mass. Since Ape closed in Germany at 5:30, remember that's a euro number, Jermaine, and our market was closed here. Does it open at 5:30 in the? Oh, wait, sorry, that's not the price. You're saying the time. And our market was closed here. Does it open at 5:30 in the pre-market here? 4:30, I believe, right, Tony?
Depends on the broker. Like Webull, you can start trading like at 3 a.m.
Is it that early at Webull?
Central,
3? Yeah.
Central. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Central. Okay, that's 4 my time. Right. That's what I thought. Someone just flashed you, Tony.
I know. I saw that. Thank you.
Female. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was a female.
Why only Tony get it? Why only Tony get it?
Hopefully it was a female. We don't know.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah. I hope so too. All right. So let's stay on. We'll talk about those couple things, and I guess you'll be on with your Discord in the morning. I gotta say hey to some people tonight who came to mod for me. Max,
I'm a bro, but I got you. He said.
Oh, was it bro? Oh, sorry. I was hoping I was gonna get you all Frisky before bed. Sorry,
Did
man.
Eric change his screen name? That's what I want to know.
That's what I
Sounds
was
like
gonna
it.
say because I didn't see him tonight. He must have. He must have.
Yeah.
He is not gonna miss you. Yeah. So we'll talk about that WLDS, and hopefully tomorrow, guys, I'll have a new monitor and I can finish that interview and get it all edited out for you and up by tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
are anxiously awaiting this sit-down interview. Hurry up and get that done. Like
Yeah,
I
I'm
wake up
working
every
on it.
morning hoping that you posted
Looking
it
for
at 2 a.m.
maps. I was thinking, I'm like, I've been talking to Tony about this video for 3 days. He must be like, where the fuck is Massalorian's video? Piece of shit. He keeps telling me he's got
All
it
I'm
done.
thinking is you must have had a hell of a birthday weekend.
No, it had nothing to do with that. It's just the computer. It honestly had nothing to do with that. It really didn't. I mean, I'm sober as a whistle right now. Yeah, it had nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that at all. I promise. It's just a computer. Hopefully, I can get a new monitor tomorrow from Walmart, and I can not have to buy a new computer right now because that would be really big if I don't have to do that. Liz Clayman, Diaz, Adrian, Maxie. I'm trying to think who else was in there tonight for my
Was
mods.
Pam in tonight?
I didn't see Pam tonight. I don't think so. I don't remember seeing Pam. No. But always Pam, thank you, of course.
Pam, Javi, Diaz, Adrian, thank you, all of you.
Yeah, I think we got them all right. And then who stopped by tonight? CSI, Tendie Time, Pantheon, AMC Big. Thanks, guys, for stopping by, throwing in your 2 cents. We always appreciate you guys. Scavenger, thank you. Yes, Scavenger, forgot about that. We put a couple links up in the video. If you're looking to go help out Tendie Time for some reason, not for some reason, I don't know why I said that. If you want to go help out Tendie Time, there's a post in the beginning. We put a couple posts up, so you can find it there.
I have it here. I'm going to drop it one more time if I still have it open. Let me see if I do.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
I got it. I got it still.
Rands, Mod, thank you, Rands. Thank you. Lisa, thank you for being here all night listening.
I see he got $30 more while we were streaming. So thank you if anyone was listening and donated to Tendie Time.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it. He's Tendie's a hard worker. He's a family guy, and he's always telling other people to do good deeds. And I think what goes around comes around. So hey, maybe it would be a good thing for us karma wise with the squeeze. I hope. Okay, I got all my mods. Thanks to everyone who donated tonight, to either me or Tony, to keep the lights on. Without you guys, there is none of this. So thanks so much. And if you just stopped by to say hey or have a question or a statement, thanks so much for the support, guys. Continually, we can't do any of this without you. So we really love all you guys, and we hope you guys have a great night. Good week tomorrow. We'll be checking in. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. Love all you.
I hope y'all had a great holiday weekend, that most of you took a break from the drama and the stocks for the 3-day weekend. I hope you did. And if you didn't, well, we're here to give you a hug in the morning.
Yeah, we'll be there.
And we'll get you through next week. So come check us out. Peace out.
And if you remember on the way out, hit the like, guys. Love y'all. Good night.